Hello, everyone, and welcome back to yet another Boston Blue Beat online weekly. We're going to be starting off the week right here this lovely Monday evening with some BlazBlue Central Fiction. I'm a Salty Boy, joined here with Ben Pie on the mic, and we're going to be bringing y'all this sick action that we have here coming right up. A very big bracket that we have right now.
Yeah, another Monday night, another BlazBlue bracket to be had, hosted by BostonBlueBeat. And yeah, I was like looking at the numbers. I was trying to see where we were standing before I was hopping in here, and yeah, we're at like 23 before last I checked. I don't know if it grew.
Oh, it has definitely grown. This is definitely much larger than normal that you would expect from these Boston Blue Beat online events here for BlazBlue. I know that 23 was about what you would expect for a normal one of these tournaments, maybe 19 players, around that 20-player ballpark. But right now, we're starting to reach that 30-player ballpark instead, as we're sitting at 28 players currently lined up. Lots of strong players, as always, lots of regulars, lots of people who might not necessarily play in these tournaments all the time either. I mean, we have Extreme Sonic, Ryder, Adroth, Fire, Stardust, list goes on. So it's going to be a fun bracket to watch nonetheless.
Yeah, plenty of killers in here too. We got all the usual suspects too. We got badlime, WarioCuckedMe, Fuzzama, Dawn. You know, everybody chose this specific Monday night to just come out and play some BlazBlue, I guess.
The stars aligned, something happened, but everyone decided to play some BlazBlue tonight. You know what? I'm all here for it. I know that there's also a lot of events coming up as well, so players may be feeling more. How do you say that? They feel like they should be practicing the game a little bit more as these tournaments start to come up. So we have CEO next weekend, or actually, sorry, CEO this weekend. I know that some of the players currently playing in the bracket will be playing at CEO, Mac and Chess, for example, and also Mastfam. And then also we have Evo coming up as well. And even though that BlazBlue obviously is not a main game, it will be one of the featured games at the community showcase. So do expect a very large number of entrants at that tournament as well. It is a side game essentially at Evo, but the numbers that they get are pretty equivalent to the regular BlazBlue Central Fiction majors that would be like Combo Breaker or Frosty Faustings, arguably even bigger sometimes.
Yeah, and I mean, you make a tournament and you have BlazBlue at it, the players are going to come out. Every time it's been at a bigger event or just, any event, you see everybody go out, they support that game. Like, there's just so much love for this game, like a community always trying to show up and support the game that, most think is like, one of the best on the market for fighting games and have been playing for like ever, and even newcomers that have been coming up, like Killer Kobe and people. Always seeing them at these big tournaments.
Yeah, a lot of new faces, a lot of old faces as well. Now, a lot of the old guard has pretty much retired from the game at this point, but still, the community stays very strong with this game, and it's really good to see. I mean, this is a 10-year-old game at this point, I believe, right? Or nearing that point, at least.
Let alone
so yeah, I mean, it's an old game at this point, and the fact that it's still pumping these massive numbers really just speaks to the quality of the community. It really just speaks to the quality of the game as well. But looks like we have our stream matches starting to get lined up currently. Looks like the bracket has been finalized, sitting at 28 players once again, so very big. And it looks like we're going to be starting off with one of our winners round one matches, which is either going to be between Fire and Nova or WarioCuckedMe and Killer Kitty 19.
I respect the full readout there.
I had to do it, just because, for the first time. I had to say the full legal name so you knew exactly who I'm talking about. I could have said Wario, but, am I truly showing them the respect they deserve?
The full government name. That's what's on their ID.
I really just should have stepped off to the side, watch you say it instead.
I see. I would have called a different match, or I would have danced around a little bit.
Yeah, pull the strings as the commentators do. Tell them don't get that stream on. Don't get those two players on. Give us Mastfam and Tubazo.
Yeah, don't make me call that name out.
Oh yeah,
Not
what's
powerful.
up, Fire? See you in the chat.
So yeah, but I guess we are getting Killer Kitty and Wario.
Yeah, Killer Kitty just joined the room, and yeah, right now we're just waiting on Wait, did you just say the full name?
Nope. See that?
Okay.
I dodged it.
I had to backtrack for a second. Double take on that one. But Wario versus Killer Kitty will be our very first match of the night. Now, Killer Kitty doesn't really need too much of an introduction here. I know Killer Kitty is a regular at these BostonBlueBeat online weeklies and is just a very strong player in general. One of the strongest in the Texas region, and we all know how active that scene is. I believe they won Texas Showdown first place this year, back in April, against players like Javon's, Swirly Glasses, Fuzzama, for example, as well. So definitely a lot to look forward to when it comes to Killer Kitty. And another thing to look forward to with this player as well is that they have a lot of characters under their belt. Mostly it's going to be S, but they do have a 9 and I believe a new, if I am correct. But yeah, the S is what Killer Kitty will be most comfortable with.
S very well rounded. Very hard to go wrong with like just picking S. Most matchups she's probably at advantage, if not does pretty well. Like I cannot assume Valkyrien has a lot of fun dealing with this matchup.
No, absolutely not. But if Valk can get that pressure started, then obviously you know how strong of a character Valk becomes. Lots of unreactable mix, high-low, and can just let on a very unrelenting offense. But all that offense is tied to that wolf gauge you see in that bottom right. If you're not careful with using that wolf gauge, then you're going to be having a hard time trying to open up players once you finally find that opening.
Yeah, and right here you see the wolf gauge getting a little low, so Wario playing a little conservative with it, and now Kitty trying to find an opening, but Wario just getting a throw in there, and now putting Kitty in the corner here with a lot of wolf gauge, and probably only needs 1, maybe 2 more mixes. Backs off, afraid of the DP, and Killer Kitty forcing the burst.
Oh, and yeah, there you go. Great bait with the wolf into the super. Great combo to start to finish off that first round. Wario looking real strong already.
Yeah, I believe that was like a crush trigger, probably meant to be counter assault, but there was no blocks then to be had. Now Wario, controlling the neutral very well, just going to the wolf, bringing Kitty all the way to the corner here, but very low on gauge. Not gonna be able to do much. Yeah, this knockdown. Just takes the DP.
Alright, tosses Wario into the corner. Now this is where S can get started, but not if you let Wario escape like that. A very slippery character Valkyrien can be when he goes into that wolf state. Not only is it good for pressure, but it just makes him a very fast character all around. Great movement speed and great options to not only bait out reversals, but to just be very tricky in the air like that to prevent anti-airs.
Yeah, and now we got a little bit of a scramble here, kind of mid-screen, and the overhead counter hit. Gonna get a full combo, kind of push towards the corner.
There's the counter. There's a hop over the fireball. A burst coming out from Killer Kitty. Finds the hit with the 5C. Not going to be getting to too much damage, but goes for the chase down. And Wario getting clipped low as Killer Kitty evens up the round count in game number 1.
No burst on Kitty's end either. Wow, what a snipe. The beast cannon there. Not a full confirm, but we find another one. Another drop. Kinda need like a clean confirm there to get the Valk pressure going.
Finding a lot of little damage here and there. And it's starting to add up over time. As you can see right here, Killer Kitty is down 70% of their life and is going to be depleting even more as now they're stuck here in the corner. Wario setting up the wolf save, but you can't block in wolf mode, but you can pressure Killer Kitty after they miss those 2 air fireballs. Oh, jumps right back into the crest.
Oh, caught by the crest that the 2D there that activated. Now pushing Wario through the corner, really has to make something happen. Just one touch away. Burst on deck. Doesn't even get a chance to use it because of a trade. And Wario taking the first game of the set.
And I would say stay more grounded because Killer Kitty, if you're Killer Kitty, because S has fantastic anti-air normals, such as 6B, for example. But you notice that Killer Kitty is going for a lot of these JBs to try and catch Wario out of the air whenever they jump back in the corner. But the unfortunate part about that is that you have to play very committal if you want to go for something like that, because of how high he can jump. Oftentimes you have to go for those super jump JBs if you want to get anything started, and that can be very risky.
Yeah, and while SJB is like very, very annoying to play around, assuming she's getting this at like super jump height, she really does not get a lot of damage off that confirm or anything. Mostly just a basic knockdown at best. And that's what I'm talking about this. Kitty, there's just a lot of scrambling I feel like happening. I don't know if that's supposed to be a DP or not, but it works out in Kitty's favor. Finding a throw, not going to be enough to kill, at least not without OD.
Wario's leading in the round here, but Killer Kitty still has OD available and burst, but doesn't even need to spend either because they find the final hit, chasing down Wario into the corner, backing them up against the wall. Now Killer Kitty is backing Wario up against the wall here in game number 2, as they only need one more round to even up the game count 1-1.
And oh, nice cross under. I don't know. They were baiting the burst that wasn't there, but gets the reset. Really strong round right now by Kitty. The air dash. And, one for a reset knew wasn't going to be enough damage to kill. Yeah, wow. That was just a blender at the end there.
That was a Killer Kitty round right there, getting that perfect against Wario. And yeah, doing really well. Now, S isn't known for having high damage, but Valkenhayn has very low health, so it kind of evens out when it comes to that department, especially with all of the mix that Killer Kitty was doing at the final part of that round. But here we are, final game of this set. One more for either of these players, and they can move on into winners round 2.
Got caught trying to mash on the crest there, not a lot of damage, but gonna take the corner, the crest set. Choose the burst, and won't deal with any of that. Kitty just kind of shooting at some fireballs.
Now, I like how Killer Kitty is covering the space with those fireballs because remember, Wolf State cannot block. So once you can just stop that approach from Valkenhayn, then it lessens the threat of him being in Wolf State and rushing you down. And Killer Kitty does not have to worry about that Wolf State because they're getting a combo, bringing Wario to the corner. Drops out at the very end there, unfortunately, but still picks up another hit here. This should be enough to kill, right? No, not able to, but gets the final overhead to finish off that round. Set point for Killer Kitty.
Yeah, and Wario about halfway down the burst, so gonna have to play around the beginning of this round without it. Should get back well before he's dead, but Kitty already trying to get on that offense immediately, and looks like they're gonna get it. Putting Wario in the corner here, gonna set the crest. What's the mix? Some staggering.
That's okay. Wario not choosing to press, finds a way out. Full screen, and there, yeah, that fireball spam is so smart because Valkenhayn has to be very smart about how they move around when they're in that wolf state.
And Wario, alright, finding a little bit of hope here. Immediately gets DP'd, and Roll Catch had the burst. Now really has to make this count.
Anti-air, but not able to convert off it properly. Killer Kitty only needs one good hit against Wario here. One fireball away here. Wario playing as patient as ever. It does have 50 meter on deck, and we'll use it onto the counter assault, backing up into the wolf state, wanting to find a way in, but not allowed that chance as Killer Kitty blocks their approach with the fireball yet again to close off that set 2-1.
Yeah, both those fireballs cover two really good angles, especially when Valk's trying to be full screen and zoom in with Wolf. Because, like, as you were saying, Wolf cannot block. So if he gets stuck trying to go into Wolf or moving forward with Wolf while those are on the screen, he's just going to run in and take, like, you know, just a bit of chip damage every time from those projectiles. And that was just enough to close the round.
Well played to Killer Kitty, keeping their composure after Wario had a very great game 1 to start things off. But Killer Kitty kind of adjusted to the matchup, understood Wario's approach, and just how to counter it, like you said, with those double air fireballs, just covering so much space on the screen. And you kind of have to weave through those fireballs if you want to make, if you want to get in on Killer Kitty in those situations, or either wait it out. But when you wait it out, that's the time where Killer Kitty can just run right in, set up those crests, and just give you a hard time. But this is going to be not a hard time, hopefully, for Tubazo, because Mastfam will be stepping up to the plate here in winners round 1 as their second stream match, as the Tager and Tubazo will be the Arcune.
I don't know the last time I've actually seen this matchup.
Not very often.
No, and I think for good reason. I don't know if any Tager on the planet really wants to deal with this matchup.
It's certainly a funny matchup, kind of for both players, I would say.
Like, Arcune is already a character. People are kind of like, you know, do I really want to deal with this character? And now you're just Tager in that equation. You gotta make sure, you gotta be ready to kind of block, but you can't block too much because you don't want Arcune to just build some free curse. But speaking of curse, it's gonna be party time in a second.
Yeah, and one good combo from Arcune will immediately send him into that curse state, and this is where Tager can't really do too much, right, as you're seeing right here. And you could say that for most characters in the cast, but Tager especially has very limited options against this kind of mix and this kind of pressure, as Tubazo just needs one more hit and will get a perfect here in round 1 of game number 1. Mastfam, great blocks, and there's the throw to start that comeback.
Yeah, that was actually incredibly important to get now. Mass with just like a single chance. Gotta make it count though. And he might make it.
Combo. Oh, but the offensive burst from Tubazo to keep Mastfam in the corner. And that's the RC to keep that super safe. Still has OD available, but will not do too much with it at the moment. Sparkle in Tubazo's face. Is this the comeback that Mastfam is looking for? We're not going to build enough meter for the kill here, but one more hit after this, one more guess. But in the Tubazo guesses correctly on a wake up, pressing the button and interrupting Mask's pressure.
That delay tech to 5A, the bravery, the awareness. Good stuff by Tubazo.
Okay.
A little bit of, oh my god.
This is going to be Curse.
The rare fatal counter. Yeah, Mash kind of trying to navigate with Sledge around the bugs. Not the safest option, but, you know, it might disrupt something. But, yeah, this was just an Astral.
Oh. Okay.
With Astral combos. Is this still going to kill? Okay.
It's not very often you see that combo, but that was very cool. Very flashy. Tubazo really...
I don't know if...
Really, like, Mass? No? Were we trying to whiff it?
Yeah, was that intentional? Did you think the Astro was going to whiff, or did you just see it whiff and was like, alright, well, I mean, I still got this? Like, was there ever a doubt in your boat? Like did you have any...
Like, I didn't really, like, get too hyped there, because I was just confused. I was speechless. I was like, what even just happened at that moment?
Everyone's left to ponder. I'm like reeling from it. I'm not even thinking about the match right now still. I'm like... But Mass about to be cursed. There it is. Party time again.
Well, you know, it's only one throw, right? Only one throw. That's what we're looking for. We need that back throw to get Tubazo into the corner. A burst coming out from Mastfam to try and deny that final bit of damage. There's a Spark Ball coming out, but can't get a full combo there. Still finds some hits against Tubazo, but that immediate burst is going to be troublesome, as now Tubazo can just sit back and play that zoning game that Arcune can play against a character like Tager.
But Mass, okay, yeah, here we go. Mass getting a bit of momentum, got some magnetism. Catches the no tech. This should be enough to kill. Yeah, short, easy combo with the RC and super. Okay. Mass showing some,
that one opening.
Yeah, that's all you need sometimes. That's the grappler way.
And at that point, then Mastfam can just start running RPS on Tubazo, whether they're guessing for the throw or the strike. But right now, Mass has to worry about what's coming after this curse here. With mix-up, is it going to be from Tubazo? Will it be the cross-up? Will it be the overhead low? 8-way mix-up, what's it going to be? There it is. Opens up Mastfam into the corner as well. Going to be a good amount of damage, but it needs to rebuild curse once again.
Yeah. Wow, just scoops him out of whatever pressure sequence is happening right there. And like Tager, you know, does not enjoy this matchup, but does have a lot of health to kind of survive through the curse with. Oh my god.
Okay, there's the throw.
Yeah,
Gadget Finger to pick them up here. Was it going to be now the OD from TubaZo? This will force Curse activation, and now Mastfam will be dead, as we can just confirm straight into that super right there. The big beam shooting him up into the heavens and down to hell, as TubaZo just needs to win one more round to take the set over Mastfam.
Yeah, and Ari getting some pressure going, gets the hit. If he doesn't drop this should be full Curse, but Commentator's Curse coming in. But, alright. Only had to wait a little longer. Yeah.
You know, once again, things are not looking good for Mass. You can tell that Mass just cannot approach once Curse is active, since all these bugs are on the screen. And now what can you do in this moment? You can go for a back throw. That's what you can do. Mastfam setting up the magnetism. Getting good amount of damage from this combo. Set up the Gadget Finger reset as well. Oh, we go for the dribbles. 5k damage on the table. The super coming out from Mastfam, but gets stuffed out by TubaZo.
Oh my god. Oh my god! The Tager burst bait? No way.
Right, Mastfam staying alive. 1-1 in the set. You know, it can look like it's going TubaZo's way the entirety of that round until that final moment where we just get that one throw, we get that one opening, and then it's party time for Mastfam. Every single time. That's how it's gone. It's just been so explosive for either of these players.
Seen Tager's beta burst like once. And that was the one. That was the one time. That's the yearly Tager burst bait you'll see on stream. Alright, shooting the Spark Bolt, get some magnetism. Magnetism, always very helpful for Tager. Very important it stays applied to like as long as it can to whoever he's fighting.
Especially when it against Arakune, because he can play so hit and run that you want him in your face and not let him just back up like this, send out the bugs or send out the clouds and force Curse, and that's the time where Mask can't really do anything. And we want to deny that opportunity. Spark Bolt going to miss, and that's really bad because it wasn't blocked, there's no magnetism that will be applied.
Yeah, but now Turbo finding Curse, getting the one mix he needed, should be enough to kill here. Find himself back on match point here. Not trying to let himself be done in by a grappler.
Set point for TubaZo once again. But can we close it out this time around? Or is Mastfam going to find that comeback? Trying to go for the overhead, but that gets denied. Mastfam getting that throw into the Gadget Finger. There's the RPS situation coming right afterwards. Tries to suck TubaZo in, but sends him into the corner instead.
Oh, and has the burst. Doesn't want to get put in the corner there and deal with the grappler. The grappler vortex. Mass using the burst with a very little Curse on the gauge there. Very smart. Turbo doesn't have overdrive, so can't pop at will, but is going to get it here on this confirm, and now Mass has to outlive this Curse, or else, you know, it's GG's.
Oh, great block, but there's the guard crush coming in, and now you cannot block anymore. Open up. TubaZo needs one more hit straight into the super as well to try and keep Mastfam locked down, and catches Mastfam on the escape. Straight into the super. Is this enough to kill? No, it is not. Mastfam standing alive with a pixel of life remaining, but the moment that Mastfam pops the OD, tries to get something started in return, gets just caught out by that bug, and that's going to be the set going to TubaZo.
Was I the only one who saw that 5C just whiff in, like, full, just right in front of his face? Like, Arakune just didn't want to be bothered by it?
You're not the only one.
Yeah, okay.
But yeah,
wow, what
it was definitely something that happened.
He sledged out of the super. I was like, oh, he got him, and then Arakune just said, got him, GG's, back. Take the Uno reverse. I don't know what happened there. Anyways, that match was way more. That was like closer and like crazier than I thought it was gonna be for a Tager versus Arakune.
Oh yeah, for sure. Arakune is a very bad matchup for Tager. So the fact that Mastfam can just power straight through that was very, very well played. And you know, Mastfam, you know, I'm going to give him credit where credit is due. Like, he takes down bad matchups all the time. He's playing Taker, right? So definitely not unknown to him to beat those kind of characters when the time calls for it. But unfortunately, this time, Mastfam will be sent down to losers instead very early on in their bracket run. Still, though, there's a lot of the bracket that needs to be run through, and we can definitely see Mastfam come back in a loser side of top 8. But before we get to that point, we still have some more winners side matches to stream, as we have one of our players in the room, two of our players in the room, RYUKUSIM 99 and Oragard 24.
So obviously RYUKUSIM, known Hakumen, and Oragard, one of the only that I know of new 13 players still sticking it out with the character. I know they have some subs they play around with, but generally stick to new even in bracket, and looks like that's the case here. And RYUKUSIM picking the Tau round 1.
Yeah, RYUKUSIM is mostly known for the Hakumen, but also has a Tau Kaka secondary that they like to pop out from time to time. And it looks like this is the time that is calling for that Tau Kaka pop out. This is going to be very interesting. I think the choice was made because RYUKUSIM wants to get in and not have to worry about the zoning as much. And Tau Kaka is a very mobile character.
Yeah. I guess Hakumen does have a bit more limited movement. A little harder to navigate new if she's full screen and set up. So we'll see how it works out. Right now, pretty passive. RYUKUSIM is just trying to find that one in to kind of get the tower pressure going. Ooh, and finds the hit here. Let's see if he can run with it or actually choosing the burst.
They're immediately bursting, and now RYUKUSIM has a play that slow approach game yet again. But there we are, finding their opportunity, zipping right in. And this is Tau Kaka's specialty, that movement that we can just fly around the screen at will. Lots of small damage here, not finishing our combos.
That's going to really long barrier.
Combo of their own straight into the throw reset as well. Have super on deck to increase the amount of damage. Or we're just not going to spend it at all. 100 meter for both these players.
This, I honestly don't know about cow damage. Oh, okay. You should definitely do it.
Are you sure?
Yeah. Without OD, I wasn't sure. With OD, okay.
The damage gets buffed, so
yeah.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. Now that I thought about it for a moment, I was like, Tau Kaka damage isn't that high. Got proven wrong. You know, OD does its work.
Yeah, and New's health is not that high either.
Oh yeah, that's true as well. But so is Tau Kaka. Tau Kaka has some of the lowest health in the game. So New's openings can hurt a lot more than they would with other characters.
Yeah, and I mean, like, the neutral here has just been so hectic. Like, RYUKUSIM flying across the screen, Aura trying to snipe him out of the sky there. Oh, an unfortunate drop here. RYUKUSIM did that. That was a nice side swap combo. Oragard with the patience, wasn't falling for any of those tricks. This actually should be enough to kill.
Yeah, we have the super.
Bring the sword down.
Finish it off. The sword bringing down on that cranium of RYUKUSIM, and that's going to be the round going to Oradude. No, sorry, not Oradude. Oragard. I'm mixing them up with the Under Night player. It's crazy. Been watching too much Under Night.
That's a pretty good one. I do enjoy me some Under Night. And RYUKUSIM kind of running a train. Is Oragard gonna be able to come back here? Half burst still, like, has to be very careful. Choose the sword snipes carefully. No confirm though.
Burst coming out from RYUKUSIM, throwing out some of those items here and there to try and keep Oradude locked down, and we find the final opening to close off that game. A very slow first game, but it's very much a cat and mouse kind of play where we're trying to keep Tau Kaka out as much as possible, and then Tau Kaka is trying to get in as much as possible. So it's a lot of just, you know, back and forth. But here we go. This is going to be a much different change of pace. Tau Kaka versus Jin coming out from Oragard. Like you said, Oragard does have multiple characters, and Jin is one of them.
Yeah. Lawless on the zoning game. Jin would kind of much nicer normal to generally just check the air movement of Tau here. but you still gotta catch her. And right now, Ryuksum seems to have caught Aura first. He's kind of trying to run his game again. Okay.
Throwing Aura into the corner.
DP takes a safe jump. Get some Jin pressure going. And backdash the throw, but no punish. Bolt clears.
First coming out from Ryukusim. Oh, and the throw counter from the air as well. Can we kill here? We do have meter for the super. No, not quite.
Taunt.
Hit though.
Oh. What?
Gonna be it, that trade. Was it a trade?
That was. He got crossed up and got.
Yeah, I saw the freeze. Well, it wasn't
saw
straight. That the final animation was definitely mixing us up. Yeah, y'all, I'm just as confused as y'all are. I didn't think that getting into BostonBlueBeat online this week would be this absurd in terms of interactions.
Snowflake, overhead, no meter to confirm it. Throw. This should be enough. Azongeki?
No, not quite. Or it does have active flow, however. Oh, the missed DP, but no punish from Ryukusim. Now it's back to full screen.
There you go.
Now it's on Ryukusim to try and approach, and you can just see Origard just play patient as ever, waiting for Ryukusim to overextend so they can just catch out Ryukusim with one of their big buttons, or just run up straight into the overhead. That works as well.
No one's ready for that. Alright,
Give you the hill of that sword.
Just doing the Tao things. Aura has been doing a lot better job at actually catching Ryukusim here. Another catch on the blue beat there. Ryukusim bursting on just a straight overhead hit.
Yeah, and then now this next combo will hurt a lot because Origard does have resources on hand and even goes for the 6A reset as well. That's going to be the game count evened up 1-1. Lots of 1-1s here that we've been seeing so far. A lot of these players are just so evenly contesting each other. Oh, another character swap. Okay, we're going to the Hakumen into the Gen. We're just swapping around all our mains at this point. It's a first of two. We've already seen 2 character swaps.
I was gonna say, so you know, kind of had a Ryukusim for Tao versus New, then Oro on Jin versus Tao, and now Ryukusim's like Hakumen versus Jin.
Makes sense. Now you don't have to worry about that zoning game, so you can play that slower and methodical play that Hakumen can be most effective at, like we're seeing right here. Lots of damage on the table, getting our confirms, getting our combos. Or just going to hold on to the burst here. Knows that there's not much hope left here in this round because Ryukusim is looking to close it out. One more hit or on the magic pixel and looking to make some magic happen, finding their first real combo of the match.
Oh, that drop, Ryukusim immediately taking into a button, catching Origard and putting himself on match point. Right up on burst, Ryukusim.
These players.
Yeah, just sitting full screen. Doesn't need to do anything.
Don't approach the Hakumen. The Hakumen's just going to get free Magatama.
Yeah, and Ryukusim's completely fine with that because the next time he hits you, it's gonna hurt that much more.
At this point, Ryukusim has gotten 4 free Magatama. You're basically giving Ryukusim resources at this point.
Knockdown still sitting on 4 here too.
Yeah, just holding on to it. I like that play because there's not really been too much where you have to use it until you find that one confirm into the combo, sending Aura into the corner. Oh, and the mash out with the 5A, calling out Aura.
When Aura having to spend the burst and very low on health here. Needs a mirror, needs kind of like a miracle here to come back, and just kind of got hit there at the end. Letting Ryukusim move on 2-1.
Definitely looking a lot more solid with the Hakumen switch. You can tell they're a little more comfortable with this character. And a lot faster as well, because those hits that Hakumen did find, they can hurt. They can hurt, even if they're just 3-hit combos. As you can see right there, to like that 3k damage off of 4 hits.
The stray 5C hit is not
But
fun
to be
get.
honest, like a lot of it also just came from the fact that Aura was trying to play patient, patient in the way that they're playing against the Talkaka. And when playing against Hakumen, you just cannot do that. Hakumen is just okay with sitting back at full screen. It's like, okay, well, I'm just going to charge up my Magatama, and you know, what are you going to do about it? You have to approach me or just give me free meter. And once you get that free meter, then you can see in those moments where Rukasim did find some hits, those hits really did hurt because he got those resources basically handed out to him for free.
Yeah, and that's partially probably why I didn't want to play in Aura's new, because Hakumen sitting full screen, while not like a lot of threat from new full screen, she still does have options to throw out there.
Yeah, absolutely.
So it's a lot harder to play that passive game. But now we got Koji versus Garanex. We got Izanami Hazama.
Oh, and there's the must die, the required must die. You always need at least one must die, or it's not a BlazBlue tournament.
Yeah, no Susan players. Oh, actually, wait, do we have a Susan player?
Adroth.
Oh, we got Adroth. Okay.
Maybe we'll
no
see
Susan
another
player.
must die, 2 must dies, 3 must dies. You know, at some point, must die does get a little overplayed. You know, the true beauty in it is that it happens like once or twice.
That's when you hit like it's like haha, but not, it doesn't get too much.
Yeah, once you play it like 5 times or 6 times, I'm like, okay, y'all better stop now.
Did not know if this round start was a real match for a second. That was the most insane round start from both these characters I could have seen.
Well,
right.
You know, don't be predictable, right? Whether or not it's good, just don't be predictable. That's the most important part.
Yeah, there's some truth to that. Ooh, the cross-up JB.
Garanex into the corner, sets up the fireball as well. The power of the sun in the palm of Koji's hands, but Garanex just squeezing out of that corner. Those chains can be really tricky to work around, but Koji is doing a great job at just rebounding the moment Garanex tries to escape.
Oh, up back to command throw, tries to get his own, and Koji's already out of there too. And no one wants to stay in the corner, understandably so. Alright, but Koji finding the offense again, keeping Garanex locked down, choosing the counter assault. Very smart to do against Izanami, especially when she doesn't have the bits. Oh my god.
Oh, and falling down with the hitbox. Finds its mark on Garanex, straight into the super for the flashy finish. And that's going to be the first round going to Koji. Now, what's the round start going to be this time?
Probably like
we're going to go for something normal this time.
Okay, that was actually a lot more normal. Alright, the early command throw. Gonna bring Koji to the corner here and get a good chunk of damage. Oh no, a drop! Oh, never mind. Oh! Garanex, please!
Finishing our combos, and now ValkyrieKoji is out, changing to the different stance, but you can't block during that stance, so you got to be careful about where you leave those gaps in your pressure, because if Garanex goes for those proper callouts, then that's going to really hurt for Koji, but Koji doesn't even care even about that OD activation either, as that timer is just running out. There's a throw into the RC for the extension, and this is going to be leading to a decent amount of damage, but the most important part is that it does give ValkyrieKoji time to set up, as we're seeing right here. Got ribcage up, and this is going to really hurt. Garanex can't really do too much in this situation, as we're seeing here. Just has to take the full brunt of this damage. We can set up ribcage again after this combo. I think that's exactly what we're going to do.
Oh, really baiting for that burst.
Snowballing. Oh, okay. Garanex blocking it. Oh, unfortunately gets hit, but Koji not able to kill off of that combo, not able to kill off of that hit either, but still finds one more hit. Garanex trying to get out of that offense, and that's going to lead Koji to that game 1 win.
Yeah. I think Garanex was doing pretty good, staying patient even after the OD. Wasn't committing too hard to anything, but then Koji, you know, no one just need that one last hit. Just throwing everything at the wall, you know. Garanex cannot block them all.
Yeah, absolutely. But even then, Garanex has been representing such strong defense on his side. I mean, the fact that he was able to block those block strings from Izanami for that long is actually really impressive.
And ooh, nice confirm there with the air hit chain. Gets the side swap, and it's going to be a nice chunk of damage here. Now let's see what we can do. Keep Koji in the corner here. Ooh.
Cool, and catches Koji on the escape. But an immediate burst from Koji charging up the sun as well to try and prevent that approach from Garanex, and it does end up working out, surprisingly enough. You can see that Garanex tried to bait it out with the chains, but the chains moved in just a little too fast. Got hit by it in the end, and Koji will be hit by that chain, trying to charge up that sun. But once again, Koji somehow rebounding after every single one of these hits as Garanex drops their combos, and Garanex is sitting on full meter, but won't even be able to use it because I think we can kill with this combo. There we go. Well played to Koji.
Putting himself on match point here, trying to be the first 2-0 of the night.
Garanex does have something to say about it with an air throw like that. You know, if you're in the air, Fuzzama loves going for all those kind of options.
Falling bang, falling bang.
Koji low. Garanex trying to make this not a 2-0, not going down without a fight. There's the overhead, but not able to close it out efficiently. Still finding the game-winning hit in the end, though. That was definitely a bit shady.
Block one overhead, but you can't block both of them. Okay, nice confirm on the counter hit chain there.
Are we gonna get another person? That would be crazy. Nah, wow. It's not meant to be.
Counter hit sweep. Garanex out of there. Ribcage coming out. Just kidding.
The interesting use of Ribcage right there. Definitely just want to deny the chains. But Garanex is going to get in one way or another. Good job on Koji. Locking Garanex into the corner the moment they corner themselves with the chain follow-up. And now his Ribcage is set up. But Koji trying to deactivate it so they don't get put into fatal state. Gets hit by Garanex in the end. It is going to be a decent amount of damage. One more hit. And there's the TRM that's going to give Garanex the game. No, he dropped the combo. Okay, we picked it up in the end. It's okay.
Wow. You worried us there. You don't want to keep Izanami alive.
Now, Fuzzama is a very hit-and-run character, right? Fuzzama, you know, hits you with the chains. Can't really combo off of it most of the time. But in that situation, that was definitely a clean hit that Garanex did get, but just ended up fumbling the confirm a little bit there. Still, though, able to get that game, even things up. We're now 1-1. For games, either of these players will seal the deal. Let's see how this one is going to go. Not going to be the first 2 of the night. We're going to continue this 1-1 streak.
Yeah, everybody making sure they stretch these things out as long as possible. And wow, the Jabaki hit, the counter Jabaki hit, leading to all this damage. Corner. Koji already out.
Call to chase Koji out of the corner.
Whoa. Oh, okay.
Overhead. Burst coming out from Garanex. Doesn't want to take that damage. Chain into no follow-up. A lot of scrambling going around here in this mid screen. Both players looking for hits here and there, but neither able to find the hits they want.
Nice throw, sneaking in after catching and trying to up back. This should be enough to kill. No, just
not quite. We don't have the meter to kill there. Just going to be the super coming out from Koji to reverse the situation, pushing Garanex up into the corner. But the moment that Koji tries to start their own offense, Garanex just throwing out the big standing button. Catch Koji out of the air, smacking them out of the air like a fly. Immediate rib cage pop. Okay. And Garanex immediately forced to respect Koji on round start.
Koji
ooh, but failed to cancel that rib cage in time, and now Koji is in danger state. A good hit from Garanex will be enough to do a lot of damage against Koji, but Koji throwing Garanex into this long combo will take that time to recover that barrier back.
Nice anti-air here. Okay, choose push mid-screen here. Garanex immediately counter-assaulting Koji off. Doesn't want to deal with any of that Izanami pressure. Has to quite a mountain to climb here. Wants to come back this round. But has OD coming back. Alright. And this might just be when he needs to get started. To get things back in his favor again.
Looks like it. Blue beat combo, but we're going to take that damage regardless.
Oh my god.
Straight into the Hotenjin. Great confirm. We can get the combo afterwards as well. Should lead to hard knockdown. No, we drop the combo again. And that's going to give Koji a way out, but Koji doesn't finish their combo either. Lots of straight hits from both these players, but Koji is the one commanding the pace of this round right now. One more hit for Koji. Just a straight hit will do. 6 ARC, but again, no confirm from Garanex.
They're both players kind of scrambling. Ribcage coming out, doesn't want to play neutral. Finds the stray 5B after immediately going into danger. And now putting themselves on a final game here. Wow.
Final round, final game. Who is going to take it? Garanex in the corner, but Koji getting hit out by Garanex onto that falling after the fall.
Yeah, and now, trying to skip the corner, didn't have the chain stock to follow up that chain. Has to burst out. Wow.
So coming out from Garanex. All the way up high, down to the floorboards. Next mix-up going to be the overhead. Koji not blocking high, not blocking low either. And a 6 ARC, but doesn't get the full confirm. Garanex has been having trouble following up on that 6A hits.
Like Koji really low, but has OD on deck. Gonna have to instantly burst if you're saving it for burst. Oh my god.
No way. Koji in return.
Just let
finish the combo. Leaving their food on the table. The OD to stay safe. The reversal from Garanex to try and get things back in order. But Koji able to find the last hit here. We have EA that we can spend. Not going to spend it though. Garanex left alive. There's the final low. The hail of overheads just going down, clipping those legs, throwing Garanex off his feet, and that will be the set going to Koji with a nail-biting victory.
This round was not real. The scrambles, someone chat said her 6B went over like 5A or something. I saw that. That was, I don't know what's happening. That's like when Tager's 5C just whiffed on Arakune right in his face. There's some curse, there's some magic happening right now. I think BBCF net play ain't okay right now.
Yeah, what is even going on? Like, did they just emergency patch the game? Messed up the mechanics of the game? The hitboxes and hurtboxes just shifted around?
They're sprinkling in a little extra zest. Pretty American. Yeah, and the whiff super into OD into super, and then Izanami was plus. Like, I need to lay down.
Now what's next? Like, where are you going to tell me that's going to happen in this set here? Like, Kagura is going to finally not care about barrier?
Yeah, Kagura actually is going to be the one with
Kagura
Ignis.
actually has S frame data?
Kagura is going to have Ignis, and then Relius is just a solo character. Alright, but for real.
Yeah, we're going underway with our next set. This is going to be between Dawn and JustATomato. JustATomato has been having great runs at these BostonBlueBeats lately with the Kagura. As always, it's going to be a tough battle playing against Dawn and his Aurelius all the way up high, and this is going to allow him to set up that puppet.
Dawn kind of getting the vortex going. Bottom air and
active. Just into the corner, setting out the fireball. That's going to be one of Kagura's best neutral tools, just as a screen presence tool, and it is pretty slow, so it just stays on screen for a while, but Dawn doing a great job at avoiding it and actually taking the advantage of the fact that JustATomato is trying to use that as a wall to approach, as we saw right there, going straight into the super to keep JustATomato locked down, and that's basically just a create your own mix situation for Dawn as they open up JustATomato to take that round.
Ooh, Nice job there stopping the doll before she got active, but Dawn jumping right over the 2C there. Now getting the turn going. Reserving doll, doesn't want to kill her. Kagura just finding trouble approaching.
First coming out from JustATomato.
Ooh. No confirm though. Hey,
another air dash, but a little too far away, not spaced properly, and that gave JustATomato just enough time to go for that DP anti-air. However, is going to still get hit out by Dawn, losing so many of these neutral interactions in these scrambles, and Dawn is making the most out of the hits that they do find. Lots of Dalmir to work with, and just going to utilize it all the way, pushing JustATomato into the corner and going for the crush trigger as well, guard breaking JustATomato and giving Dawn a free combo. Not enough to kill because we don't have enough resources, but we're going to preserve the doll once again. Still has OD, still has active flow, but not able to build up that meter in time.
Okay. But get the beat flash kick there, and then we get sniped by the doll. Short little confirm to take out Tomato. Put himself up a point in the first game.
Honestly, just really clean play from Dawn. JustATomato kind of approaching this matchup as Kagura players approach most matchups. You know, using the fireball as a wall, as an approach option, as a neutral tool, basically. But a lot of times when they do try to set it up, Dawn is in that perfect space to properly punish it. But Dawn is going for a lot of those instant air dashes regardless, and JustATomato is starting to catch on to that and going for more of those anti-airs, and look at the reward that you get off of those hits. Kagura is a very snowball-heavy character. Once they find that one hit, that damage just keeps on coming. Without meter, they can do so much more damage than the rest of the cast, so you have to really worry about the fact that once Kagura does get that hit, then you're going to be taking so much health.
Tomato finds himself in the corner with no burst now, but Dawn backing off, knows doll is low, trying to recoup a little bit here. Gets her back. Tomato still really pushing on Dawn to the other side of the corner here. Cheeky little counter assault combo. Now Tomato. Ooh!
Anti-air. Dawn doing a lot of those instant air dashes, but JustATomato is still doing a great job at calling them out when they notice that Dawn is not perfectly spacing them out. Although Dawn does have OD available, still building up a lot of mirror with that active flow. And while the health pool is even, the resource advantage still is in Dawn's favor, but not able to use any of those resources. JustATomato going in with the Wyvern, taking that round and trying to take a game of their own against Dawn. This is a great round start, as now Dawn is being pushed more and more into the corner, respecting the OD, and getting that anti-air on Dawn to get the snowball rolling.
Damage on the anti-air there. The staggers. Dawn kind of just getting the corner for free there. But backing off. Doesn't want to deal with a potential reversal option from Tomato, it seems. And there's the flash kick. Empty jump low. Gonna get the side swap. Ooh, drops it. Now bio.
You just have to respect this. Good blocks.
Yeah, manages to wait it out. Still has quite a bit of doll to deal with. Ooh, the Ledley on the 2C, but doesn't quite get the full punish.
Takes out the 2C, the hitbox itself. Finds the hits with the 2A. Doll is active. JustATomato bringing Dawn down to very low life. Can we take this round here? Dawn spending the burst. Very offensive burst to keep JustATomato locked in the corner. Has a lot of mirror to work with for combo extensions or pressure extensions. And the moment they try to spend the RC, there's the throw coming out from Dawn, dribbling JustATomato like a basketball. And the doll is active now. I think we can just get the free super activation. Yeah, right there.
It blocks it out. Oh my god. Can't block that one though.
Going to build up just enough meter for the super, and this is going to be the round win for Dawn with the comeback against JustATomato.
Y'all need to just let your opponent burst.
A huge comeback, and now this is going to place Dawn
oh my god.
That point. But JustATomato does not want this set to end just yet. Look at the damage that JustATomato is doing to Dawn right now without spending any meter either. 5k damage and just one more good hit to keep Dawn in the corner trying to get the anti-air, but Dawn effectively using that super jump to get out of that range. The activation, JustATomato respecting it, but not going to respect that doll, trying to throw out that fireball to keep Dawn locked down, and is going to pay for that 4k damage off the bat.
Oh my god, had to instantly RC that, else he would have got caught by BIOS. Oh,
Gets counter hit.
it still wasn't his
Huge
turn.
for Dawn. We're going to wait it out. JustATomato effectively wasted out yet again, not getting opened out by those supers.
Doll dead. Dawn ODing to get Doll back faster. Near the end of the round, didn't matter because Snipe got clipped by the Wyvern there, and Tomato following up just in like the right way to get it to kill, tying it up 1-1.
Back on that 1-1 streak.
This bracket's gonna take forever.
Might have to cut some of these matches. we don't need to watch. Wait, who do we have up next? We don't need to watch Fuzzama or Adroth. Don't worry about that.
Mirror.
No, ValkyrieKoji was already on stream. We don't need to watch them either. Go straight into top 8.
Yeah. You know, I'll get behind that. Speaking of, was this way? Is this match for top 8? This is a ton of damage.
Yeah, this is a top 8 qualifier.
Tomato
Is a lot on the line if you want to preserve your bracket run, and JustATomato is just doing so well against Dawn, because now instead JustATomato is on set point instead, and Dawn going into this next round without any burst on the table, going to take a lot of time if they want to get that burst or OD back.
Tomato kind of ran Dawn over there. Now Dawn coming in with the offense, gets the delayed air dash there. Gonna have to unsummon Doll soon. Actually just gets hit, which I guess is alright for him, but you know, now you're not with that Kagura damage. Counters his off, doesn't want anything to do with that.
JustATomato. Oh, and there it is, the big hit that JustATomato has been looking for. Look at that 4k damage, didn't even need to spend any super.
Okay. Blocked by Dawn, but still just one touch away. Tomato with OD2. Wow, that was.
Oh, the 2C cancel, that was so smart. JustATomato beating Dawn 2-1, bringing it back, and that will be JustATomato moving on into winner's side top 8, sending Dawn down to losers. A huge win early on in the bracket.
I don't know where that whiff super came from. And then the burst was that was a way to end that set.
And honestly, it was really smart how JustATomato played the final moments of that set as well. You can see that 2C hitting that doll. And you notice that JustATomato actually did that a lot in that set, using 2C to poke at that doll. And while it does deplete that doll gauge, which is important, what's also important is the fact that once you hit that 2C, you can even cancel off of it. And once Dawn tried to approach after that 2C hit, then JustATomato caught them off guard with that cancel and went straight into the kill combo. Well played to JustATomato, making it this far into the bracket already, into winners semis. But we're going to be looking at the rest of our matches to qualify into winner's side top 8. 2 more matches to go. Currently, JustATomato will be playing against WarioCuckedMe in winners semis, as WarioCuckedMe 99 did beat Extreme Sonic 2-1 in winners quarters. But our next match will be between Fuzzama and Adroth, the 2 snakes. You know, the return of the combo breaker pools. Both these guys were in the same pool, by the way.
No, really?
Yeah, it was kind of funny how it turned out that way. I think it was Fuzzama, Adroth, and Kairos all in a single pool.
Wow, they really set the snakes up to fail.
Actually, no. I'm incorrect on that one. I think it was Fuzzama and Adroth, and then it was Kairos. But they're like in the same pool block, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Like separate pools, but same block.
Yeah.
Still though, it was just a lot of snakes on stream during that one specific 2-hour block. But, you know, it's always fun watching these players. Fuzzama plays Fuzzama very differently from Kairos, and Adroth plays Susano very differently from other players, like Ice Cool, for example.
Yes, always some player expression amongst the same characters. Even like, as you're going to see here, probably with Fuzz and Garanex. Garanex plays a lot faster, or I feel like plays like a lot more faster, or then like is more willing to throw out some options, where Fuzz is definitely more of like a
Fuzz is more methodical. Yeah, more by the books, more methodical, and is also a lab monster. That's another thing that you want to point out when it comes to Fuzzama, because Fuzzama, if you ask them any question about Fuzzama, he's going to know. He like dives deep into this character. There's like the coolest combos, the coolest routes, the most interesting tech he can find. And a lot of times, like if you're not prepared for that tech that Fuzzama represents, then that's where he kind of runs you over with those knowledge checks. But I know that Adroth is plenty familiar with how Fuzzama works and has played against Fuzzama a lot, as many players have. So maybe those surprises won't be coming too much into play, and it's really just going to come down to who plays more solid. Still though, this is not a matchup that I don't think Adroth wants to see, because Fuzzama can just so non-committally, I don't think that's a word, but doesn't really have to commit to poking you from far distances with those chains. It can approach at will, while Susano kind of struggles against these zoner type characters, so trying to approach against Fuzzama can prove to be a Herculean task.
Yeah, especially from the start here with no unlocks, you have slow dash startup. You know, he's got a lot kind of hindering him against these characters. Fuzz, like getting a nice early start here, working on a perfect Adroth with nothing on the plate here, no unlocks. Holding on to the burst though.
Yeah, it's so scary to be run over this early in the round as well, because this gives Susano no time to unlock any of his special moves. And normally, when it comes to matchups like this, Susano really wants that DP so they can defend against Fuzzama. In that situation, Adroth just could not do anything. He just had to eat all of that damage and all that mix. But now Adroth can finally get something started, immediately unlocking the DP, unlocking the spin as well. And this is going to start really unlocking the potential of his damage and the potential of his offense.
Got like all the staples there. You got DP, the wheel for combos and all overhead, and Ground Viper, incredibly useful combo tool.
Yeah,
now with sword too.
The sword is going to be used as a counter poking option against Fuzzama when he tries to play very lame outside of Susano's preferred range. Straight into the Tenjin. Fuzzama's always on top of those confirms, immediately throwing Adroth into the core and getting the cross-up as well. I'm not too sure if that was intentional or not, but still catching Adroth regardless on the escape, bringing Adroth back down to the ground. The low immediately hitting into the OD into the Hotenjin, getting as much damage out of this combo as possible, and it's going to be even more damage because of the lifesteal ring as well. Adroth going to have to burst that one, or they're going to lose this game.
Yeah, and Fuzz almost made that all the way to the end, burst safe, but Adroth found an out barely, but it was not enough there. A trade is gonna take, or let Fuzzama take the first game here.
Well played to Fuzzama, but Adroth was finally starting to get something started. You can see that Adroth finally got his gameplay going, and you can see that he became a much more versatile character once he started to unblock those special moves. And that's the most critical part about this character, and the one part that you just have to deny if you are Fuzzama. Game number 2. Fuzzama with the lead, 1-0 over Adroth. What's the round start going to be? Immediately jump back into chain. That's going to be a classic Fuzzama round start, very non-committal. And Adroth, I love that immediate approach. Very smart.
Yeah, and Adroth got that Susano pressure going there, the 5B6B.
Crush as well.
Crush trigger, yeah, the quick crush trigger.
Unlock spin here, yeah, there we go.
Nice, Tech Fight's probably trying to get out with Adroth. Get another hit push right at the corner, yeah.
Unlocking all of our specials at this point. I don't know if Orb is going to be too useful in this matchup. Still, though, Adroth is looking to make their way to a perfect. The spin on the approach, catching Fuzzama, and there is the guard cancel, keeping Adroth off of him. But you really need a miracle to happen if you want to take this set against Adroth right now, because he has all of his specials unlocked and a lot of resources to work with, like we saw right there with the RC cancel to extend that pressure, and that's going to be the final hit that Adroth needs to find. Are we going to get that 1-1 streak continuing? Is Adroth able to take this game against Fuzzama and deny them the 2-0 victory? We will see. Fuzzama finds some small damage here and there, and there's the approach in, catching Adroth overhead, but not able to find a confirm off of that.
But working his way in, pushing Adroth to the corner here, find another small hit. Gonna get a little chunk of damage.
Like we've been talking about. Oh, it tries to go for the OD. And the thing about Susanna OD as well is that it unlocks all of his specials. And unfortunately, Adroth was not able to utilize it that much. Falling down, getting God Press. Definitely not the special that he wants, but finding some specials is important regardless. Has Orb and God Press, arguably the two least useful ones in this matchup. Oh. As I say that, Orb immediately setting up that wall, keeping Fuzzama from approaching, and this is going to be a huge opportunity for Adroth, as now all of these seals are being unlocked. We have 100 meter on the table as well, but we're not able to kill in the end. Trying to bait out that reversal, and now this is going to hurt for that bait.
He's dead. No, he's not. The drop.
Not quite. Still has OD, still has burst. Still has 100 meter on the table, but the command grab.
A Fuzzama special.
I think I've only seen that super come out once. I kid you not. No one uses it.
It's the back pocket. Like, no one's ever ready for it. Y'all are gonna hit by it once.
Like I said, we're just continuing this trend of just absurd things happening in this weekly right now. This is an insane night so far, and Adroth is looking to keep this action going. Can we get that 1-1 streak continuing? Adroth just needs one more round, and this is a huge opening. Not able to fully confirm, but we're still unlocking specials, and that's what's important. Has the orb, has the spin. Right now, needs Ground Viper or DP. I think those are two of Adroth's highest priorities at this moment.
Yeah, but right now, Fuzzama on the offense, finds the low, gonna confirm the Hotenjin. Gonna get
up down to the corner.
A good chunk of damage here. Like,
I don't think we're going to spend any meter here. We want to save it. Yeah, there we go. Backs up with the stance. The burst coming out from Adroth. The 6D trying to catch Fuzzama, pressing something at full screen. Adroth respecting all of this pressure, and you just have to respect all that pressure if Fuzzama is pressing 5B in your face, because 5B is +2. That stagger pressure can be very scary, and those counter hits can be very deadly, especially at the health that Adroth is at. Still though, we're making something work in this mid screen. Oh, and we're going to go for the resets, the spin into the RC to keep things safe and to keep that pressure going, but still not able to find a hit. The danger state for Fuzzama, but it's not going to even matter. The super will be enough to kill Adroth in this moment, and that's going to be the 2-0 victory for Fuzzama, ending the 1-1 streak and finishing that set off clean, moving into winner's side of top 8 and sending Adroth down into the shark pit.
Fuzzama breaks the curse. Thank goodness. Now we can finally see some 2-0s.
Honestly, just clean play all around on the side of Fuzzama. And another thing I kind of want to point out about that matchup as well is that normally when you see Fuzzama playing lame, whenever you see a character just playing lame at full screen, oftentimes Susanna can just unlock stocks for free. But the thing about Fuzzama is that he can just send out those chains and just constantly deny you from trying to go for those options. So even though they were at full screen at many points, Adroth was never given that opportunity to try and get those free stocks. And Fuzzama was just all around being a lot more aggressive than I think he normally is. And I think that played very well into winning that set. Okay, but we have our next set up here. This is another top 8 qualifier, winner's side, and the last winner's side top 8 qualifier of the night. And it will be between Stardust and Koji. We've seen Koji on stream already with the Izanami, but yet to see Stardust tonight. Stardust going to be a well-known Hibiki player here for these Boston Blue Beats.
And honestly, I always enjoy Stardust play. I always like seeing like very solid EDP, like a very satisfying character to watch.
Letting the intro play out, trying to get all those connection issues out of the way, let it iron itself out. Koji finding the first blood.
Oh my god, 2B just went under JC.
JC's the god Hibiki button, but it doesn't work all the time.
Alright, and Koji kind of, I think, fumbling the float there and kind of let Ribcage just draw out. Now in danger state. See if Lucy can do anything.
Can't block in that state. That's going to be a counter hit for Stardust. And activating that OD, blocking out that burst from Koji, and getting the reset even as well.
Safe jump. Okay. Go intricate with the mix. Koji actually blocked the mix, but wouldn't get hit by the initial 2B.
Oh, and that's going to be the round. Stardust not able to get burst in time, but Koji drops the combo. Come on, okay, Koji.
Oh,
please. You need to stop dropping your combos. You need to stop doing this to me.
Keeping people on their toes. Alright. Back to neutral here. Summoning the ball. Ooh! Navigating that.
Weaving through it, yeah.
And this is a ton of damage.
4.6k, definitely nothing to overlook. Oh no. Throwing up the bits. Once again, blocking that stance. Koji not playing careful around the fact that Stardust is just willing to press on defense a lot of the time. The drop. Reversal coming out from Koji, not going to work out, but gets the side swap regardless.
Went for the hard read there. Didn't quite pay as hard as they could have, though. Ooh, good air-to-air JB there. Counter hit, got the confirm, fall coming down.
Yeah, and you can tell that Koji a lot of times is trying to retreat, set up ribcage, set up the stance, but a lot of times Stardust is just playing super aggressive, hyper aggressive in fact. And whenever Koji tries to go for those options, you can see that Stardust is already on top of Koji, and if they're not taking back their turn, then they're finding hits to lead into full combos.
Poking a little bit of ribcage down so the barrier drains faster. Gets crossed up, but Koji is in danger state now. But Stardust is going to have to hold this Izanami knockdown. Counter hit by 2B.
You don't have to worry about that barrier at all. As long as that offense keeps on going, the full barrier back for Koji, so we can set up ribcage after this, and I think that's exactly what we're going to go for, yeah. Into the float. Good blocks from Stardust here, and the chicken blocks as well to try and avoid the high-low mix-ups that Izanami can represent.
Okay, got the little tag there. Gonna spend some meter, get an extension here, and push Koji all the way to the corner here. Set up a safe jump. Okay, get the staggers going from Hibiki. Koji counter doesn't want to deal with it. Very high tense situation.
Anti-air. In the anti-air.
Don't know if it's gonna be enough to kill without meter.
It should carry Stardust into the corner though, and that's the more important part as well, because it's going to give them the positional advantage against Stardust, and that's going to be the opening that Koji needs to find, and that's going to be the first game.
Overhead, gotta watch your dome. But good play so far, I think, by both players. Stardust definitely can make this happen.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, we can take rounds, right? That's the thing we've got to highlight. If you can take rounds, you can take games. If you can take games, you can take sets. And Stardust is definitely on that path to take out Koji. We just need to optimize our play against Koji just a little bit more. And that's exactly what Stardust is doing right now. Once again, playing as hyper-aggressive as ever. Not letting Koji have the time to set up those fireballs, to set up those stances, to set up those whip cages. And because of that, we're getting so much damage on top of Koji.
I know. Stardust with a nice little lead right now. Trying to keep Koji locked in the corner there with that counter assault, but oh, the stare down. Koji, yeah, kind of getting something going. Nothing solid yet. A bunch of weird hits. Back mid-screen. Oh, there we go. The Azuna drop coming in. Bends the meter. Finishes off. Takes the round.
Yeah, we're definitely not going to drop that right there. Stardust looking to get this 1-1 trend back in order.
Yeah. Return the curse that Fuzz just broke.
You know, it was the exception, not the rule.
Koji really trying to go in with these side swaps. Stardust not fighting. Nice little confirm.
I mean, not just not biting, but just playing a very strong defense in general. Not getting opened by all too much, but as I say that, getting hit by the low from Koji. Getting enough time to recharge that barrier, and this is going to be a rib cage set up into the high-low mix that Koji is so deadly at. Eventually, you're going to get opened up at some point. Eventually, you're just going to have to eat that damage because that rib cage just prevents you from mashing out and doing anything in response.
Go DP.
RC though. And honestly, I'm surprised I haven't been seeing too many DPRCs from Stardust, especially when we have the meter. It is a safe option to get out of many of these situations that Koji is trying to force.
It also, if I recall, like, grinds ribcage to dust on wake up. As long as you get the meter to kind of, you know, make it safe and don't just die the next hit. Oh my god!
Yeah,
No!
throw does get the full combo though, drops it in the end, and now Koji is roaming free, flying around the screen, playing out of Stardust's range, and trying to go for the YOLO super to catch Koji. But unfortunately, it's not going to end up working out. That's going to be the round going to Koji, and set point for Koji as well to make it into winner's side top 8. And this is a fantastic way to start off what could potentially be the final round.
Getting that economic pressure going early. Stardust still sitting on a burst though. Really high hitting hit there. Okay. Just up back.
Air to airs from Stardust have been very solid, bringing Koji all the way up high, and just consistent damage back and forth, consistently opening up Koji in this round, popping OD as well to get as much damage out of this interaction as possible. And as I say that, the combo is more than enough to finish off that round, take the game, and even things up against Koji. Once again, Stardust not going down without a fight. Now both players have a lot to fight for because this is the final game of the set to make it into winner's side top 8, and you do not want to be sent down to losers this early on with all the strong players I see down there. I see Mastfam, Dawn, Fire, badlime, Adroth, Killer Kitty. You don't want to see any of those players in your losers run. So winning this set is going to be very important.
Yeah, I didn't actually realize who was down in losers until you just read them off right there. I'm not gonna lie.
It's best not to look.
Yeah. just be in for a brutal surprise once you lose. Ooh, and the air throw there. Oh my god. Okay. Gotta go for the cross. 6B going over 5B. These normals are just doing whatever they want. There is no properties in BlazBlue anymore.
Well, absolutely
oh, yeah,
not.
roll that. You cannot roll that. Stardust on so much momentum right now, putting themselves on match point. The reverse 2-0.
Hibiki is a character that does make you pay for getting antsy on defense, right? If you're trying to tech immediately, if you're trying to roll immediately, Hibiki has so many ways to automatically catch those options.
The back and forth, the back and forth. Air to air doesn't quite get the confirm.
It's being sent out. Koji once again backing out, trying to get themselves set up once again. Stardust though playing so strong here in this neutral state. Stardust also has OD available And that's going to be the hit that I think is going to give Stardust the win if Koji doesn't burst, but the burst is going to come out, giving them plenty of time to go for the ribcage into the throw as well. The RC and the run under side swap to get the quarter advantage.
I didn't know they could do that deep of a run to get the side swap there. All right, Lucy's got to block out a little bit here. Choose the counter assault. I know that. Oh, it's.
Oh, and the Azuna drop into the RC. That will be plenty. We've seen that round end before. We're going to be seeing it yet again. Stardust with the 2-1, beating ValkyrieKoji, advancing into winner semifinals, and sending ValkyrieKoji to play against badlime down in losers.
Every Hibiki's dream of just raw Azuna drop.
Yeah, but now at this point, that was our last winner side top 8 qualifier, and the winner side of top 8 has been fully finalized. Right now, we're currently waiting on that loser side to finalize as well, but until then, we're going to be playing out our winners semi matches first, and with the first one being WarioCuckedMe 99 versus JustATomato. Also, the other match will be between Fuzzama and Stardust. And down in loser side, we already have Mastfam qualifying into top 8 losers side. I saw Mastfam in the chat earlier before, and he said that he was slaughtering everyone down in losers, and you can see that in full force. 2 O's all across the board. Mastfam yet to drop a single game down in losers, and not looking to drop any more, as now they have secured their spot in this final placement of the tournament tonight.
All right, this is gonna be an absolute slugfest. Both these characters gonna be dishing out the big damage, swinging their big normals. Yeah,
big normals, slow, big damage, snowball.
All right,
definitely share a lot of DNA. But JustATomato is going to be the one to start the to set the pace of the match immediately, and with the purple throw as well going on text by WarioCuckedMe. You got to go for those push-ups now.
Yeah, no TR.
We're going to be counting. We're going to be holding you accountable.
All right, the patience too. You can see doesn't want to overcommit or overstep here. Even Tomato just comfortably holding down back. The classic Kagura.
Oh, 2C RC though. JustATomato going to be finding a huge hit here. Drops the combo, however. WarioCuckedMe is now out of the corner. Has active flow as well. That Magatama is building up a lot over time. But will we be able to spend it? Lots of Magatama on hand. There's the counter coming out from JustATomato into the corner. And right now, WarioCuckedMe is just cashing out. JustATomato very low health. WarioCuckedMe very low health as well. Cutting the fireball in JustATomato. Oh, we dropped the combo. However, the burst from JustATomato. Maybe not the smartest burst, but it ended up working out in the end.
Yeah, you probably gotta make this count. Oh, and WarioCuckedMe finds the hit, and now JustATomato going into the second round, pretty fresh out of a burst. That can be a very big deal, depending on how the momentum of this match goes. Tomato getting the early hit though.
Momentum of this match. JustATomato consistently finding the opening hits of these rounds, and WarioCuckedMe always on the back foot to start things off. There's the air throw, and that lead for JustATomato is just going to grow and grow right now as WarioCuckedMe is being pushed into fatal health, red health remaining. And that's going to be the kill. JustATomato with a clean sweep in that round. Getting that perfect over WarioCuckedMe.
So much damage.
That's what I'm talking about when it comes to snowballing with this character.
Okay. Wow. Okay. I was spaced the actual counterfall up there.
And not often do you see that happen.
Okay. Both players trying to play at this very specific space. Oh, clipped by the flash kick here. Nice confirmed by Tomato.
Ooh, mistimed it just barely. And this is going to be a massive opportunity for WarioCuckedMe. Already popping OD and spending EA at the final second.
Tomato staying pretty patient, gets a 2A here. Starting the comeback.
Once again, missed timing, however, able to pick it up this time around, immediately rebounding against WarioCuckedMe, and JustATomato has 100 meter on the table. Not going to spend it just yet, but this final hit will be enough, trying to bait out a reversal from WarioCuckedMe, but no reversal coming out. JustATomato will be taking that game to set this momentum for winners semis 1-0.
I don't... Man, Tomato coming back, like, really working for that game there. All right, getting into game 2 though. WarioCuckedMe trying to get the momentum going early here, spending some early stars. Tomato getting the side swap, drops it though. Still putting WarioCuckedMe in the corner here. Oh, and the counter Wyvern. This is a full combo. Just kidding. Drops it. Wow.
He was about par for the course.
2B from that hit. Oh my god. That flash kick gets so high. And JustATomato.
And once again, WarioCuckedMe has consistently been going for that option. Just jump back and just slicing the projectile. And it's been proving to be very effective for WarioCuckedMe as an option against JustATomato. And there is the counter dash in, picking up JustATomato and throwing him down to the ground. There's a round in WarioCuckedMe's favor. And what I really like about how WarioCuckedMe is playing as well is that when you saw him slice the projectile, you saw that he went for that counter dash. I forget exactly what it's called. But JustATomato was adapting by going for the 2C to stick out the hitbox instead of moving in with their hurt box. And that was a perfect response from WarioCuckedMe to shut it down.
JustATomato find himself in the driver's seat again. Just a raw 6B counter hit here. This is going to be a ton. This actually might just be death?
We have super. I don't think it is.
Wow, it's Hawkman health. Okay. But a little stanky leg. JustATomato hitting the perfect, putting himself on match point, looking to get into winners finals here. Wow, footsies.
Killer run for JustATomato if we can get to winners finals right now against WarioCuckedMe. And it looks like JustATomato is going to be making that happen. WarioCuckedMe, however, fighting back. Small hits here and there. Once again, just not finishing our combos. Dropping the combos as well. Stay safe and the rush in. JustATomato with the barrel ram. Knock, knock, knock. Opening up WarioCuckedMe. Hitting with the overhead. Not able to get too much off it because we don't have RC to cancel that.
Being very patient. Baits the JD. Tries to bait the burst.
OD coming out instead. And now JustATomato can't burst. This is dead if WarioCuckedMe doesn't drop. Let's see. Holding my breath.
Oh, it's going to be close. Not quite.
Oh, not enough.
Now, but WarioCuckedMe find himself with a life lead, backing off, doesn't want to risk anything. And
the Wyvern beat it out cleanly.
Yeah, key shoes through the Wyvern there. Guess that last hit ties it up 1-1. And not going down without a fight, making Tomato work for this winner's finals spot.
Back to the 1-1. Once again, we're just making this tournament run as long as possible.
Naturally, as needed, as Boston does. Go overhead.
We've seen that situation happen before as well, where the parry lands, but we don't get the follow-up.
Yes.
Just because of that range that Wyvern puts in that.
It's a little awkward too, because I'm pretty sure Hawkman is fully invincible for the recovery. So yes. You cannot get a true punish. So it's just sort of like a back to neutral situation. Oh my god. 2Cs, the 2C. Both characters kind of just swinging right now. Tomato finding a hit here though. taking a good amount of damage here just from a jab. Oh, the clash! And then the whip punish. And on the 2C there, Ryuksum not canceling it. Taking that round and putting himself on match point again.
There you go. Is JustATomato going to take this set? I mean, this is a monumental run for JustATomato right now. Definitely no stranger to making top placements here at BostonBlueBeat, but this is an absolutely insane run regardless. Can we keep this going here on the winner's side, or is Ryuksum going to shut this down? Ryuksum looking good in this round here. Has a pretty sizable health advantage.
Oh my god.
Okay, we'll even things up. That's going to be half your health. Oh no, drops the combo.
Yeah, either went for a little reset or thought the wall bounce was going to happen. Dodged Yukikaze. Yeah, catches Ryuksum mashing on the situation afterwards. Just throwing out 2C. Why not? Ooh, cheeky. No meter though. Up back to man throw. And
first coming out from Ryuksum.
you had to.
Well,
Last chance.
I'm not sure if that combo would have killed, but
oh no, that combo was, he was dead.
oh yeah, no, you're right. yeah.
The roll catch or whatever on that. See, oh my god, Zantet, and we're not done yet. Ryuksum making that like bit of a pixel count there.
Rounds are even up. Final round, final game.
Overhead.
Yeah, JustATomato has been going for a lot of those overhead, getting those knockdowns against Ryuksum, but consistently has just not have any meter to RC off of them, confirm off of them.
Counter J2C. Ryuksum kind of sitting on a lot of stocks here. Did the controller disconnect? Ryuksum just standing there menacingly? Okay, no. Wakes up, tried to wake up Tsubaki there. I know what that J2 does. Baits the burst. And Tomato finally putting himself in winners finals.
Finally, because that was a long set. Both players taking it the distance, but JustATomato will be taking it a little bit further into winners finals, like we talked about. Be our first player confirmed into winners finals, while Ryuksum will be dropping down to losers, where they will be playing against the winner of badlime and Adroth.
It's a losers match, huh?
That's a losers match. And speaking of badlime and Adroth, top 8 loser side is completely finalized. I've already mentioned Mastfam, but Mastfam's opponent will be Dawn. And on the other side, we have badlime and Adroth. Mastfam and Dawn. We've seen that match. That was at Combo Breaker, right?
Was it?
I think that set was at Combo Breaker. I might be wrong, but I know that is another matchup that Mastfam maybe not struggles as much as a character, you know, because Arcune, how does it get worse than that? But it is definitely a hard to play against player matchup, because Dawn is just really good at playing Relius and really good at playing against playing around Tager and his tools. But before we even get into that set, that's just preluding the events to come. Right now, in the moment, we have Fuzzama and Stardust already ready, stepping up to the plate and immediately locking into their characters. Stardust with the Hibiki, of course, and Fuzzama with the Hazama on player 2 side. What's the music going to be? Howling Moon? Okay. I respect it.
No must die, no must die. I am pretty interested to see how this matchup goes between these players. Lucy got the power up right now, coming off a win of Koji. Already fought one sort of Zoner-esque character. Now on to another.
I wouldn't really this is definitely more in line with that zoner kind of archetype. But even then, Fuzzama has a very strong close range pressure. And we already saw just a bit of taste of that as Fuzzama started off this round with those 5Bs into the stance cancels.
Navigating chains it. Sneaks in the throw. So nice confirm here. Gonna bring Lucy to the corner. Blocks the low. Being very patient. Really trying to choose her spot to approach. Gets hit with the Zenyaga, and that is not what you want to get hit by. This is gonna be enough to kill, actually. Super.
Really confirming into that super. One of the best parts about that super is that it is full screen. So you can really just combo into that super from a lot of hits and a lot of those really far combo enders if you're not really looking to say that corner combo right there.
Fuzz Fuzz really just kind of taking a second, just like step back and really trying to make Lucy approach. Which is exactly what you want to do. Is I feel like what you want to do is Fuzzama this match.
Absolutely. And it looks like that's working in space for Fuzzama. Not going to be a perfect anymore, but still that health lead is massive, and the deficit for Stardust just keeps on growing. And I think we're not going to even have to worry about that deficit any longer because Fuzzama is looking to go for the kill, go for the jugular immediately. Tries to spend that burst, but burst not going to come in the way that I think Fuzzama wants it to. Oh, okay. Good blocks from Stardust, but that was a bit tricky right there. Fuzzama jumping up right above their head, and the problem with that is that you're not too sure exactly what side you have to block at that moment.
And Lucy, I think, being like, I don't want to say too passive, but definitely just maybe having trouble finding out where to get in or even take her turn on defense. Okay, but we got a real early start here now from Lucy. Popping the OD early, get a lot of extra damage from a straight to be hit. And Fuzz with the delay tech mash. Did that earlier, I think, too, in the last round. Let's see if we can confirm.
Oh man, this combo's cool.
Yeah, get that little extra push to the corner.
BB combo. We're going to take that damage regardless. Fuzzama massively right now against Stardust, and the lead just keeps on growing. Hotenjin to add some extra damage to the table, and that's going to be the kill as Fuzzama runs over Stardust in that round and runs their way into set point. One more round to go to take the set. Staying at that big standing button, denying that space, denying that approach from Stardust immediately in that round start, and this lets Fuzzama play at their own pace. Just sit back, toss out those chains. They fall up on those chains if they feel like it.
Yeah, and then forcing Lucy to burst already. Now working on the perfect, just sitting full screen here, full the fatal. Oh, well. Oh, drop.
Or hit, and that's going to be the hit. No! Not able to get the final hit there against Stardust and left alive with very low health remaining. Fuzzama holding back, waiting for their single opportunity. That one opportunity is all they need, and that's all she wrote. The 2A hitting Stardust in the kneecaps, and that's going to be the win, going to Fuzzama to open up their path into winners finals.
Taking a spot he's very comfortable with. Plenty of Boston Blue beats where Fuzz sits and be the one in one half of the winners finals there. but love the showing from Lucy. Not quite out of it yet either, as we're going to be swinging down to losers to get the other side of top 8 here, starting with the matchup, Mass versus Dawn.
Mastfam versus Dawn is going to be what you normally expect from a lot of Tager matchups, where Tager is going to sit back, he's going to have to play patient, he's going to have to look for his one chance, his one opportunity. While Dawn, on the other hand, just needs to keep that pressure going and just has to respect certain options like Spark Bolt or Magnetism, or at least be aware of those options so he can play around them effectively. And the thing is about Relics as well is that using the puppet can play very safe pressure if he wants to. He can go for those baits by letting the doll take the turn instead of him.
Yeah, and Mass doing pretty good to block it out. Gets tagged by an overhead, and Dawn spending the OD early just to save the doll, but the backdash into 360B for all that invuln catches Dawn off guard. Full combo here. Full magnetism. And the bait!
Counter hit punish. And sucked right into Mastfam's loving embrace one more time. Gadget Finger, there's the RPS, or we just go for the Roman cancel because we have the meter on hand. Well, rapid cancel because we have the meter on hand to secure that round kill. That's going to be an early lead here for Mastfam. And again, like I've been talking about, sitting back for the most part, and then looking for his opportunities to get the ball rolling in his favor. OD on the side of Dawn, try and take that momentum, and it's going to be working out in spades here as we find a cool combo and push Mastfam all the way into the corner, back up against the wall, with Mastfam playing a very strong defense, effectively blocking all these overheads and all these lows and not breaking and respecting that doll as well, because the last thing you want to happen to you is to get opened up, and that's exactly what Dawn will do as they take that burst away from Mastfam.
Immediately led to the Spark Bolt there, leaving Tager of a incredibly useful resource, although already about to get it back, and Mass trying to work his way in, but Dawn definitely being a lot more careful about how he approaches the Spark Bolt. Whoa! Did not let that BIOS do anything at all. Ooh! That was tricky. Forced Dawn to burst. Oh my god. Hello?
The determination.
Magnets, baby. Magnets, baby.
Playing a physics simulator.
That was, yeah, that's about the best way I think that round could have ended.
Okay.
Alright, sending the doll in, trying to get Mass locked down early.
Playing a little more passive. Doesn't want to get into that grab range because that's exactly where Mastfam started to shine.
Oh my
Finds
god.
the Spark Bolt confirm here. Probably Spark Bolt in the middle of the combo to get as much damage, but doesn't get the hard knockdown, drops the ender.
Okay, nice little combo there. Desummons doll, gets some back. Spends the meter to really make sure Ignis is full on this next knockdown.
There it is, plenty of time for the doll mirror to recharge. And now Dawn can just run over Mastfam by just taking turns with the puppet and preventing Mastfam from trying to go for some more risky options like a backdash or super as a defensive mechanic. One more hit here for Dawn is going to be enough, and Mastfam not able to stage that comeback that he has been able to make in the past. Dawn taking the first round of game number 2, but still though it is only the first round, and Mastfam has proven time and time again that those comebacks are plenty known to him, as we're seeing here with this command grab to get a bunch of damage and force the RPS situation on Dawn in the corner.
Oh my god, and the roll catch with 2B there. Now you get the the 5D loops here. Sledge, and it's gonna be one more hit, one more mix. Oh, he revved the jump. the 60 overhead. We just do it. And Mast on match point now, making this matchup look easy.
Yeah, surprisingly, Mastfam doesn't really seem to be breaking too much of a sweat, while Dawn is really struggling to keep their lead once they find out those leads against Mastfam. And actually play defense against Mastfam as well. These Mastfams do such a great job at just rotating throughout their options to constantly keep them guessing. Though this is an unfortunate round for Mastfam because we are going into this round without any burst meter, and that burst meter is still recharging, still plenty away from actually being usable, and Mastfam is taking so much damage in the process. 20% of his life is completely evaporated, while Dawn, on the other hand, sitting on full health to work with. Perfect. Are we going to make it? Are we on our way for a perfect? Yep, there it is. Finding the hit. Oh, drops the combo at the end though. And there is the air throw from Mastfam. Oh my gosh, I just cursed Dawn.
This is all you need. This is all you need is Tiger. Tried to go for a reset. Dawn didn't bite. Now you have to, yeah.
Oh yeah, you can't do that.
Was not close enough. I saw the vision though. I saw the vision.
Very big, you know, pretty fast too, but just not in a range. And the important part about being that super is that you don't really beat it. You kind of just hope that the situation is correct to use it in. And unfortunately, in that situation, Dawn was just spaced a little too far away from the doll where they were hit by that super.
The midst of the sledge follow-up. Dawn going for an early burst bait there, but Mast not fighting. Oh my god, I didn't know you could even combo from that.
Okay, gadget finger. Oh, and the overhead jump in. Going to find its mark on a Dawn, ending the combo early to go into the grab. And gets the pickup here after gadget finger. Ooh, trying to charge up the sledge and going straight through.
Was that a read, or did something drop but just work out that way? Like, what kind of layer is Mast on?
Whatever layer he's on, it is clearly doing work against the Dawn here, but not after that burst bait that Dawn just did against Mastfam, taking it away, throwing it in his back pocket.
Oh, the drop. Mast finding a little hit there, gets the magnetism. Gonna get the side swap. Ooh, Dawn wall in the corner, but the frame trap with Spark Bolt, forcing Dawn to burst, keeping Mast in the corner. Oh my god, we're done. It's done. Mast just eliminates Dawn from bracket, continues his loser's run in this bracket.
What a night so far. Actually, a pretty major upset. Not to say that Mastfam is not a top player here, but the fact that he was able to beat Dawn, of all players here in a round one, a lose side top 8. Very impressive. The Tiger just is the gift that keeps on giving. Mastfam will be playing against Stardust in the losers quarterfinals later on, so do look forward to that. And right now, honestly, now that we have a bit of downtime, just want to thank all the people currently watching the stream at the moment. 89 people watching the stream. Love the support for the community. Love that we're just sitting here chilling, watching this game on a lovely Monday evening. And while we're watching the stream, go ahead and hit up that match arena as well. We still have 30 codes left to claim. Each code is just a single button press at 25 cents to the pot. Currently, we have $5. Lots of codes being claimed already, but still, we could get a little bit more as well to really spice up that pot. If you don't know how the pots get distributed for BostonBlueBeat, below $20 will basically all be paid out to first place. $21 between $40, that's going to be top 2. And if you want top 3 payout, that's going to be $40. So if you feel pretty generous, you can also donate directly to the match arena. You'll know exactly which players it will be given to, and it's just a great way to support the scene. But if not, you just hit up that Match Arena link in the chat, and that's going to be adding 25 cents to the pot if you just claim that simple contribution code. Thank you to everyone who has done it so far.
Alright, now, somehow, the first time we're seeing badlime on stream this bracket.
Yeah, badlime first on stream, you know, a bit surprising too, but he's here. He's a player that can easily make top 8 and a very strong Rachel player. I know that badlime, it was a bit of a recent switch too, to Rachel, or at least a pretty recent switch from kind of maining Tsubaki to now maining Rachel. And badlime has been showing insane progress with his character so far, and I'm excited to see exactly how he plays against Adroth. And man, this is just another tough matchup for Adroth. Susano into Rachel. It's just the problems that he had with that Fuzzama matchup earlier just amplified.
Yeah, this is a pretty like it's like a matchup where like if you're Rachel, you're chilling, especially if Susan gets like no unlocks going. But if Susan hits you, it can snowball pretty fast too, because Rachel defense options not you know, she's got stuff, but you know it's a bit of a gamble. Yeah, and Susan damage you can just melt if you're not careful. So,
and of course we have, of course we also have 5C armored. That's definitely a move that badlime can represent. And that's going to be something you see very often, just because, like you said, it is a bit of a risky defensive option if you choose to use it. And that was a perfect opportunity for badlime to use it and take advantage of the fact that Adroth was in the air.
On the 18th overhead there.
Now, one important thing to note too is that Rachel actually doesn't have a lot of loads. So a lot of times you can actually just block high if you're a bit unsure of the mix that Rachel is going to go for.
Not have a lot of lows, but if she gets a low hit, depending on the situation, her reward is much higher, both damage and even resource-wise, because she spent nothing generally to get the low hit.
Because normally when she's going for those overhead hits, she's spending those rune stocks to stay in the air to keep that pressure going.
Yeah. But, I mean, while we're discussing some matchup intricacies or even character intricacies, Adroth did do Susan things and killed badlime in like 3 hits. And went up a game. So,
your profit.
Showing the matchup is not impossible. A badlime sticking out with Rachel, which obviously very smart. This character is incredibly dumb. As a player of this character myself,
she just fills up the screen with traps, things you have to always constantly worry about, and can play a very strong retreat game where we can just use the wind, manipulate our projectiles, just back up on a dime. Very tough character to lock down to catch, and Adroth given no time to actually try and catch badlime, as badlime takes a perfect here for that round to win.
That was a Rachel round.
Man, I love that. I love that Adroth got smacked by the projectile. I was like, I don't even care. I'm just going to do it again.
It's actually not the worst option, depending on the range hit by that likely potato throw. It's minus on hit. So, badlime was probably minus on hit there. Alright, hits him. Spend it. Save some wind. Get some back. Cancel out. Good job, Adroth.
There's the side swap, but this is what I'm talking about. We just use those green stocks and just immediately escape from Adroth. And because Susan has a very slow dash startup, trying to chase down Rachel is a very difficult task. So a lot of times you're seeing Adroth is just going for 60s, just going for swords, trying to play at a range instead of actually trying to chase down that line.
Badlime Oh.
And you're able to see the combo to completion. That's going to be a burst from Adroth to keep this loser side bracket run alive. Counter assault to get badlime off him. There's super coming out, filling up the screen, forcing Adroth to respect it. One of the strongest supers in the game for that very reason of how it switches the turn back into badlime's favor. And that will be the game going to badlime. Surviving with very little health remaining.
Pollute the
Count back to
screen.
1-1.
Pollute the screen. Slap him with bats. Throw down a lunchbox. Hit him with 8 overheads.
Yeah, Rachel just spawns hitboxes. Rachel is just the developer character.
Debug character here. Oh my god, 6A. Let's go. Push to the corner. Got George on the field. Hit low. Nice little confirm here. Not gonna quite cash out too hard, I feel like. Yeah.
This is a massive counter hit for badlime. Do not have to spend any resources for this combo. And Adroth still stuck without any stocks on the table. No resources to his name either. Still has a burst and an overdrive, but with this little health, it will be a losing battle that you have to fight in the end. So instead, electing to hold on to it, giving badlime the perfect, and giving badlime that set point win. One more round for badlime will be enough. 6D into the DP unlock, and that's what I'm talking about. Like, if you try to just unlock your specials for free, Rachel can just so easily zoom in right in front of your face and punish you for doing just that.
Adroth died, by the way.
Yeah, no, he's
over. Oh, yeah.
It was a cinematic. You gave me plenty of time to explain what was going on here. Because
it was. Might
he tried to unlock his DP. He tried to unlock his DP and he got killed for it.
I was letting you finish, but I mean, by the time you finished, the match ended. The match was over. That was right at the end there. That was definitely that was the power of Rachel. That was the snow. That's the rounds you'd like to see as Rachel. badlime just like absolutely like focusing up and snowballing Adroth super hard. And now we got Stardust back and we got Mask back, so this
win for badlime, and let's see how this bracket run for Stardust will go. Stardust has been on an insane run so far, one of their best, I would say, here at BostonBlueBeat Online. Looking to make it even better. They even have Dove in the chat supporting them, but they're playing against Mastfam. And
speaking of good runs, Mast has been they dropped the losers pretty quick, right? Or like kind of.
Oh, he dropped the losers round 1.
Yeah, and he's coming back, made it
like,
to top 8.
This guy has had to play 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 matches to get back here. Devastating loss that early on in the bracket.
Like Relius, Valkenhayn, like it ain't been easy.
Well, you say that, but he's had like 2-0s all over the place.
You know, I was gonna say it ain't been easy.
He makes it look easy.
Yes, he's making it look easy.
Taker's a top tier character, you just don't know.
Whoa, okay. The air stall. So Lucy actually getting a nice early lead on this first round here. Mask already down a burst, kind of in the red, blocking it out. Oh no. Might have found the hit that he needs to make the comeback. Whoa!
Great anti-air. RC, oh, and tries to go for the reset. Good tech from Stardust.
Not a great DP.
Out again here.
Oh, the magnetism wore off. That's huge. No!
His command grab for her troubles. Mastfam taking that round there. And once again, making a huge comeback. You just need to find those select few opportunities, get a few throws here and there, and and suddenly you're back to even. If not even, you're winning.
Backdash the throw, not punished on the 360B there. Oh my god. Yeah, you won't burst that. 5A, Spark Bolt.
Drops the combo there, but it's okay. Mastfam has a lot of hope to work with. Huge health advantage against Stardust right now. Stardust pushing Mastfam into the corner, back up against the wall. Another fantastic anti-air coming out from Mastfam, knocking Stardust out of the air. This is a no-fly zone. And that's going to be the first game going to Mastfam, keeping this insane run they've been having alive while putting a stop to Lucy in return.
Wake Up 2C is like a very big call out by Tager, but a lot of people kind of jump on the on Wake Up if they're expecting like 720, or even are a little afraid of like a normal command throw. Although the normal command throws are not frame 1 involved, so if your meaties are on point, you don't have to worry as much about that.
Yeah, Tager is definitely lacking in reversal, so once you do get on top of Mastfam, he can struggle on a defense if he tries to go for those backdashes a little too often. If he tries to go for spark bolts a little too often, then you can easily punish him for those options because they're not involved. But you're gonna have to deal with his pressure first. Good jump out from Stardust to avoid that command grab.
Overhead coming in clutch again here. Lucy spending some meter, bring Mass to the other side of the screen. Oh my god, Wake Up Atomic Collider. Base the burst, just gets the throw reset though. Oh my god, kills? I didn't even know that. I didn't know that comboed. Okay. Mass.
The more you learn.
Yeah, Mass on match point now. Oh my god.
Oh no, we're just
combo, bro.
GDQ is coming up soon. You can just commit this to 80%.
That combo is unreal. Scoop. Oh no.
No.
Some flare.
He's always got to do it once, right? He's always got to do it once. He's always has to go for the time spin. The voices in his head tell him to.
Oh my god. And the any percent run was working on a PB there.
Nah, he wasn't going for the PB there. He was purposely extending that
yeah,
time.
That's
He's
true.
going for a low percent. You ever heard of low percent, Benpai?
Low percent? I don't think I've heard of low percent.
Low percent is beating the game as fast as you can with collecting as little items as you can. It's not a very common category. You don't really see it in a ton of different games, but mainly you see it in games where like you have to collect items. So think like Metroidvanias or Zelda games. And there's actually this Twilight Princess low percent run. It is a speed run, but it is 16 hours long.
So, simple 16 hours.
A simple it actually is simple. You want to know how to do it? Here. You play the game optimally, like you pick up your required items, but there's a little funny, I guess, like coding error in Twilight Princess where if you pick up an item, Link slightly moves. A noticeable amount if you're playing the game normally. But if you keep it on for like 10 hours, Link will like pass through objects. Anyway. It can be used to sequence break through doors. Enough of that. We got our next match here. Other side of losers quarterfinals, RYUKUSIM versus badlime. You can see RYUKUSIM already busting out the Tau Kaka. Definitely for similar reasons they did against the new. Wants to get in against Rachel. Doesn't want to worry about the fact that Rachel can just fly away so easily.
But Rachel, I feel like can include the screen a little better than new. So RYUKUSIM definitely gonna have to be once again a lot more careful with Tau in the neutral game here. And there's the burst. Still got a little bat attached.
It's out. Badlime finding combo here. Is that? No, it's not.
No. Takes the setup. WarioCuckedMe just finding his way out. Badlime is going to blue the screen. Has such a lead. Doesn't need to really hard commit to anything. And now WarioCuckedMe has to make something happen. Like picking away at Badlime's health here. Ow doesn't do a ton of damage, so he needs a couple clean hits to make the comeback happen. Wow, that just works!
Into the super, okay. It's going to work this time around here for WarioCuckedMe. That's that free approach that WarioCuckedMe has been looking for against badlime. But if your pressure is not gapless, a 5C is definitely possible. And that's exactly what badlime will go for, giving them the round.
Okay, WarioCuckedMe sliding on in there. Getting the hit. Okay. Just kind of letting badlime get caught mashing.
Good burst here from WarioCuckedMe. Tries to go for a throw. Mistimes it just barely. And that gives badlime an opportunity to escape the corner. Going to be building up some bursts along with it as well, where WarioCuckedMe has zero resources in terms of that burst and overdrive, immediately backing up, tossing out some fireballs or projectiles at least, keeping badlime locked down in the corner. But badlime just always doing a great job at escaping whenever WarioCuckedMe finally locks them down. That's going to be a lockdown for badlime. OD activated, super available. We're just going to spend it to get as much as we can. 3k damage, double super, not enough to kill just yet, but we still have the conversion ability afterwards as well. badlime with the win over WarioCuckedMe. Although one more game to go.
Look, as a fan of this character, I need to question who gave Rachel damage.
It needs setup.
It needs setup. It needs the corner. That's what it needs.
Exactly. It needs the corner. It needs the setup. You know, and then she can just delete your health bar, right? It's only fair.
It's only fair. Unscaled damage. It doesn't even look like it's doing a lot of damage until you realize I lost.
Now look at that. We have the corner. We have the setup. George is active. There's the overhead opening up WarioCuckedMe. We have the near 4 super as well. Stocks are looking good, so we can keep this pressure going as long as possible. And this is going to be the combo to win for badlime. No, we dropped the combo. At least didn't finish it properly. Good throw from WarioCuckedMe, opening up badlime. Ooh, and the mix-up, going for a cross-up against badlime.
Alright. Party time. A little awkward scramble, like stare down there. But I mean, when you got pumpkins and cows flying across the screen, I wouldn't want to act either.
Chase down the immediate burst from WarioCuckedMe, tossing out some projectiles here and there. Solid hit from WarioCuckedMe, just going to push badlime into the corner a little bit further. But still, though, the thing that WarioCuckedMe is struggling with the most is that even though we're finding some hits here and there, we're not really leading to that much damage with our openings. And that's giving badlime so many opportunities to not only escape, but to reverse the situation against WarioCuckedMe. And we're seeing that right in this moment. This is going to be a good amount of damage, not going to be a lot. But the setup is important. We have the George to keep it locked down. We also have the pulls as well to extend the combos. And we also have that meter building up over time with that active flow state. There's the OD available. The back's active, draining that health. And the super from WarioCuckedMe, though badlime immediately baiting it out, jumping out of its way. And that is going to be the set win for badlime 2-0 with the Rachel beating WarioCuckedMe's Tao Kaka and sending WarioCuckedMe out of the bracket as badlime moves on into loser semifinals to play against Mastfam.
Man, Mastfam can't catch a break. Now you gotta fight Rachel?
It's crazy. It's just getting worse. No, it
He's-
literally is just getting worse.
his progression in this bracket has just not been nice.
No, okay, wait, hold on. We gotta go through the characters that Mastfam has played so far. So, Mastfam, round 1, had to play against Tubizo. Tubizo Arakune, horrible matchup for Tiger. Now we go down to losers. Who does BlazBlue play again?
I'm not sure.
I'm not sure.
That
but
name makes me sound like a Ragnar player, but I won't say that like, for sure.
probably. That's not a horrible matchup. if
No,
it is
that
the
is,
case. That's like pretty even, really. Mastfam played against Wario and loses round 3. That's ValkyrieKoji. I guess not the worst either, but you know when ValkyrieKoji gets started, that's kind of tough because of the limited
annoying.
defensive options that Taker does have, and also the high mobility that ValkyrieKoji has makes that a very annoying matchup to deal with. Losers round 4. Mastfam had to play against Extreme Sonic, a 9-player. 9 is a horrible matchup for Taker. Had to play against Dawn, Relius. Relius is maybe not as horrible of a matchup, but definitely a very annoying matchup as well. Mastfam was against Stardust, Hibiki. And Mastfam now has to play against badlime, the Rachel. Probably one, like in the same camp as Tubizo with the Arakune, right? One of the worst matchups that Mastfam has to encounter in the bracket. And I'm looking forward to how that set is going to go, but we're going to pop back up to winner side of the bracket with winners finals, where we will be changing to a first to 3 format. I'm sure that many of you are already familiar with how this works, but if you're not, in any of the finals matches, winners finals, grand finals, or losers finals, they will all be a first to 3 format. So you have more time to adapt for both these players and more time to just watch some more BlazBlue. That's the most important part. But here we go, JustATomato versus Fuzzama, winners finals. Fuzzama on the Fuzzama, obviously, and JustATomato with their killer run with the Kagura. Let's see how far they can make it. Can they make it into winner side grand finals? Fuzzama is going to be a tough matchup in their way.
This matchup is a little rough, I'd say, overall for Kagura, and Fuzz will definitely be the player that makes you work for it. But Kagura definitely, like, you know, explosive character, and like Fuzzama not great on the defensive options, especially without OD. So, you know, with the right round, JustATomato can definitely just run over Fuzzama. Okay, got a little awkward stare down here. Despite the OD usage, Fuzz choosing to spend some meter here, build an extension on the hit, and a good chunk of damage.
That's the combo, ooh, but gets the bait on the DP, still does the RC to keep it safe. Not quite able to turn things around here. Fuzzama still keeping this corner advantage. Finds the low against JustATomato, opening them up, and this is going to be the round going to Fuzzama. To the super full screen, going back in, and finishing him off.
Tomato holds on to the burst though, kind of going into this round with a fresh one. See if he uses it or how he uses it.
Good attack from JustATomato.
Oh no. Yeah.
Burst coming
I guess
out,
that'd be where
Fireball
I'd do
coming
it.
out as well.
Ooh, good punish, but doesn't quite get to confirm.
Alright, now this is a massive hit for JustATomato to turn things around in game number 1. You don't want to let Fuzzama get this first game win, and this is a ton of damage, even up the life pool, and even getting the life lead instead. And cash out with a super at the end, and that will be enough to kill.
Damn. Caught his toes into like 5k.
Now, I was second guessing myself for a second, but the moment I seen those final hits coming, I was like, okay, yeah, that super is plenty.
Up back on the command throw here too. Tomato finding a lot of momentum right now. 2.6 command throw. Oh, whoa! We do the fancy Kagura?
Oh, but unfortunately drops the fancy combos.
Wait. Okay, with the DP though, still has quite a good life lead. Uh-oh. No.
Oh, into the 6A, and that's going to be the instant confirm from Fuzzama. Fuzzama's always on top of those confirms. Into the Hotenjin. Back into the corner you go. What's the setup going to be from Fuzzama? No, we're just going to back up. Going to give JustATomato space. Does not want to worry about that flash kick in the threat of the RC cancel afterwards.
Buzz with the life lead after that OD, but JustATomato can definitely still make this happen. Just needs one hit. OD on deck. Buzz just getting the burst back in time, but dives right into the B Fafnir. JustATomato taking the first game.
Very big start for Winners Finals. Taking the first game, JustATomato setting the pace, setting the momentum, and it's forcing Fuzzama to follow in his footsteps. Still, that was the first of 3, so you have to win 2 more games if you want to take this set and go into Winners Grand Finals.
Oh, good anti-air. No confirm. Looking for the counter hit. Okay. An OD working out really well in Buzz's favor. As I say that, drops. Okay, counter pulled out. How's he back to neutral here? Oh, okay.
I like that dive kick as well. Completely stopping the air momentum. So if JustATomato try to go for anti-air, which they tend to have been going for a lot against Fuzzama, that will be a free punish.
You did what now? You woke up with what?
That was certainly a wake-up option that worked out. You know, I can't hate it if it worked.
I can't believe it worked. I can't believe he confirmed it. I can't believe it did 4K. There's so much disbelief. Oh! But, oh, the double jump! That counter assault bait was sick.
Fuzzama's still holding their bearings, taking the round against JustATomato. Regardless, the anti-air coming out. And this is why Fuzzama was trying to mix up their approach with those dive kicks. And I mean, just look at the range that anti-air will reach at and the punish that JustATomato is getting off it afterwards.
We got the whole roll catch. 4.2. Oh, it's wraps.
Yeah, that is wraps for Fuzzama. Is this going to be another game win for JustATomato? That would be insane, just starting things off with a 2-0 against Fuzzama.
Well, it'd have to be a 3-0.
Well, starting things off.
Oh. Whoa, the BFAF. Still getting the combo there. Oh my god. JustATomato.
Oh, drops the combo, and there's the OD coming out from Fuzzama, trying to lock out that burst from JustATomato. Doesn't get the full reward that I think Fuzzama was looking for. Still, though, we're getting some good damage here, all the way up high, down to the floorboards. Has some meter on hand, using the scans to avoid that, using Invincible. Follow-up to beat a flash kick from JustATomato. Well played from Fuzzama. We have the super, throw him to the other side. The burst coming out, but unfortunately, there's not much you could do in that situation. Actually, the best part to burst during that combo is not at that point. You burst after you get thrown to the ground. So the burst gives you invincibility to go through the super.
There's a little bit of an RPS game there, because if Fuzz is ready for it, he just delays it a little bit, and you still get smoked. It's a very tough place to burst, but I'm glad. I think it was worth it. Tomato tried.
Yeah, exactly. It is much more worth it to actually try to go for that burst. But that is in the past, and Fuzzama did get a game win right there. So now we're evened up 1-1. Fuzzama back in the game with a fighting chance against JustATomato. There's the dive kick, finding a confirm, but JustATomato immediately going to burst. That one does not want to take the damage or the post situation that he's going to find himself in the corner.
Get some drops here. Now Fuzz brings Tomato to the corner. No tech. Ooh, this is gonna be just a chunk of damage here. And Fuzz still getting the corner.
Well, okay, that was certainly a combo. That was very cool, actually.
And,
that was certainly eye candy.
Yeah. That combo was kind of silly, but a good adjustment there. So Tomato is still going to be in the
Oh,
corner.
absolutely.
Now Fuzz, I think Fuzz kind of getting his rhythm going.
Oh yeah, for sure. Figuring out how JustATomato plays, and now that information has been downloaded, and the game and the winning is about to start here for Fuzzama. Look at that, where we're seeing right here the OD pop from JustATomato, so we can't even burst this combo as the damage just keeps stacking up. Fuzzama backing up, knows they have the health advantage, knows they don't have to overcommit. And there's the stagger pressure coming in, 5E after 5E, +2 after +2. Eat these plus frames, eat this stagger pressure, and eat this damage, but drop the EA. Waits a little too long. That's going to be a huge opening for JustATomato to turn things around.
Oh my god, and what a punish too. 5k off rip there just because you whiffed EA.
Oh, we still have meter, but because we're not an OD, Fuzzama has no real reversals, but we don't even need them. The burst from JustATomato, trying their best to survive in that moment. But unfortunately, it's a bit of a same situation that we saw where Fuzzama won the first game with that exact same burst situation. Stuck in the air like that.
Yeah,
Chain
like
to get the combo regardless.
and there it's like the crossover or the coils hit there was gonna be enough to kill, so you couldn't even try to delay the burst. Or
another quick win for Fuzzama. Now we're even, not even things up. Fuzzama now taking the lead over JustATomato. Now we're 2-1. One more game to go, and a fantastic start to set the pace of what could potentially be the final game between these two players and of winners of finals.
Tomato not quite out of it yet here. Nice little chunk of damage. Oh, the up bag on the command throw immediately bursting. Buzz going to OD here. Keeping his turn going. Oh my god.
All of that work just to throw yourself back into the corner and give JustATomato this high damaging combo, 5k damage, and it just keeps on going. Almost reaching 6k, but that second pickup is going to secure them just enough damage to where they take that round to win. JustATomato still staying alive, still kicking, and definitely not wanting Fuzzama to take this game win right here.
Fuzz getting the nice anti-air. Fuzz getting a very early lead in this round here. 4k for your troubles. Ooh, a little cheeky. Not gonna be quite enough to kill, I don't think.
No, not at all. You don't have the resources on hand.
Yeah.
But you don't really need the resources to close out in this moment. Oh, and we're going to spend OD regardless just to lock out the burst. I don't even think JustATomato was looking to burst there.
I wonder if Fuzz forgot that was still round 2, or he wasn't up around.
Maybe.
But, I mean...
But, you know, Fuzzama didn't get up, so that's the important part.
Yeah.
You're not standing up now.
No premature celebration. Oh, bonked on the head, though. This is gonna hurt.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, just look at the damage coming every single time Kagura gets a hit. This is meterless, by the way.
Meterless. You just didn't block high. Like, what's wrong with you?
So the most important part is that Kagura, even though that he does so much damage off these straight hits, he does kind of lose his system mechanics. So playing a strong defensive game using barrier very effectively, you know, can just shut down Kagura as a character. And there's the 6A, definitely going to shut down JustATomato's winner's run, as this is going to be the combo to close it off straight into the super no drops this time around, as Fuzzama beats JustATomato 3-1, moving into winners grand finals and sending JustATomato down to losers finals to play against the winner between Mastfam and badlime.
Fuzzama sitting comfortably. Winner's side grand finals. And now we get to see if Mass can climb one more hill. One more mountain.
Arguably the hardest one yet, right?
Yeah.
For Rachel. Definitely don't anticipate any Tsubakis coming out. Of course, badlime really just hard focusing on the Rachel. This is really cool to see. I love that we're getting some more Rachel representation, because there's not really many other players who actually play this character, outside of the ARM and Maiko, and that's really about where the list ends, I would say, in terms of top players. That is that consistently place high at majors.
Despite being strong, not very represented, especially in North America.
It is a bit weird. She is definitely harder to play though. She has that execution barrier that you have to pass, similar to a character like Izuyoi, for example. And that's another reason why we don't see many Izuyois, even though Izuyoi is one of the best characters, usually agreed upon as one of the strongest characters in the game. But she does require a lot of execution, and unfortunately most people don't really have time to really devote to a character like that.
Yeah. So it's like, and like obviously when I mean the game is still pretty poppin', right? But not quite as mainstream as it was, or even like fresh as it was back then. So it's like maybe some people just don't want to put that kind of work in for an older game.
Mm-hmm. And not to say that there's no Izuyoi players, it's just that it's also another factor where a lot of the older Izuyoi players have kind of just stopped playing the game. It's kind of going back into what I was talking about before, where a lot of the old guard has kind of been retiring from playing this game, playing fighting games in general. I know that a lot of the old guard also have just been kind of experimenting with other games as well. You got Street Fighter 6, you got Tekken on the horizon not Tekken on the horizon, but Tekken currently active.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of different games demanding your attention, and unfortunately BlazBlue is not going to be having that same cultural grip that it used to have. Still though, the community as strong as ever. And speaking of strong players, we got badlime versus Mastfam here in a losers semifinals, trying to get into that losers final spot. And Mastfam already starting off pretty strong, finding some small hits here and there, but unfortunately for him, that was a fantastic OD on the side of badlime to stop that aggression.
Now you gotta block a Rachel Vortex here. Also, this matchup, I don't know if badlime can utilize like this, but Hager's big hitbox actually lets Rachel get like some meterless instant overheads off some setups. So
the curse of the big body.
Yeah. Now that badlime's gonna need to show it right now, just kind of tearing through Mass as is. Oh, but Mass with the chance? Nope.
That's going to be the first round going to badlime. Remember, this is back to that first to two format, so 2 wins is all badlime needs against Mastfam, and 1 more round is all they need to take game number 1. Charging up the sledge, but look at all those traps into the way, stopping that approach from Mastfam. In the moment that Mastfam finally gets in, we're just flying to the other side of the screen.
Badlime through the lightning pop throw with the 360B, all that extended invuln. Oh, and scooped on the tech situation there.
And the OD from badlime. Mastfam trying their best to catch badlime out of the air, but to no avail. They're getting carried to the other side, coast to coast, spending the super as well for some extra damage. Brought down to the ground, 3.5k respectable. And the command grab, super command grab from Mastfam, scooping up badlime and dealing the rest of that health bar. That's going to be a round to Mastfam's name, evening things up. Game number 1, immediately charging Spark Bolt at the start of this round, expecting a more passive approach from round start from badlime.
The quick get up 360. Oh my god. armored through the 6A there. Full combo. Badline piecing out. Doesn't want to deal with Tager. Getting a nice little combo here. We're getting a lot of wind. Letting down on the
picked out very smart. Side swap as well. OD coming out from badlime and Mastfam banking on that command grab that was not going to end up working out. badlime going back to full screen. But this is going to give Mastfam some time to charge up that Spark Bolt like you saw right there. So Spark Bolt is active and badlime has to play around that. Seeing that right now, just going up to full screen, sending out those super projectiles. And Spark Bolt has been spent. So Mastfam has to rely on Sledge instead. And the Sledge finds a Spark after the RC cancel. Tries to scoop up badlime on the retreat and does it with excellence. Mastfam taking a game. And that's going to be another great win here for Mastfam, taking that early lead. Just really reinstating how insane of a bracket run he's on so far. Still, though, needs to win one more game. The set isn't over just yet.
No, far from it. Oh my god.
Alright, now, to make things perfect, we got a timer scan badlime, right?
Oh my god. If that's how this set closes out,
you know the voices are speaking to him. You know that he has the devil on his shoulder telling him to timer scam at any point during the match. He's going to do it. He did it in top 8 of Combo Breaker.
just how, like, ironic Tager timing out a Rachel would be, though.
You know, you get what you deserve.
A taste of your own medicine.
Bats are active. And right now, Mastfam going to charge up that Spark Bolt. So, badlime finding that one opening, rushing all the way in. Super to close it off. Looking good in game number 2. What's the round start going to be this time around? Ooh, going to charge up Sledge this time around. And badlime going on a more aggressive approach, going to get counter hit into the process.
What the?
Outranging the chair? Okay.
That didn't look like it. Outranged, but I guess. Thanks, BlazBlue. Man, like, that is some of the curse. A 360B. Oh, drop.
Oh, we got a timer scam now. Look at the health that badlime has left. Applying the magnetism. This is where things get started. Oh, but the wind is proving to be so pesky. You can see Mastfam searching for badlime, trying to pull him in. None of what Mastfam is going for is going to be working out. Mastfam is going to hold on to this burst. Trying to save it as OD, probably. Oh, but we're probably going to want to burst on this combo. We're going to live it. But you don't really want to be put at that low of health for sure.
I don't know if we lived this, to be honest. No.
Oh, no, you're right.
You're right. Mass thought he did, but he did not.
I thought he was going to live it until I saw the OD being popped, and I was like, oh, I'm not so sure now.
Yeah, the super on top of bats and OD do so much damage.
I'm a man of my word. I stick to my guns. But even then, I was having my doubts.
Mass probably was sitting comfy, like, you thought, like, yeah, I'll take this, wake up, we got one more RPS situation. It's like, oh, no, we don't. It's done. Hot air, unblockable. Badlime in the vortex right now.
Will work this time around. And the Mastfam had a huge lead built up. Trying to use Sledge in that manner can be quite difficult. Ooh, sucking him all the way in, but a little too much.
Yeah, but we got a little bit of, but the wind and magnets working. Ooh, no, you slide up to him just to get scooped.
Every time, man. Every time.
Unbelievable.
Hit on Mastfam, sending him into the corner. Gonna go for the command grab on a wake up.
Oh, I thought George was gonna come in with the assist a little earlier than anticipated. George there to cover the backdash. Oh, drop.
That's our active as well, draining the health away from Mastfam. Spark Bolt going to miss. That is a crucial miss. But Mastfam able to rebound appropriately afterwards. I like that jump forward. Jump forward JD. Mastfam starting to adapt a bit to how badlime likes to play defense after that post combo situation. Pop. Spark Bolt finds his hit into the super as well. That's going to be the kill. The DC as well.
Mastfam.
Badlam knew it was over.
Mastfam does it again. He's conquered the mountain. He's made top 3 in this insane losers run, fighting literally every one of Tager's demons.
Absolutely insane. This man. He is. What did he say before? He was slaughtering. There you go. Yeah. What he said in chat before. He said he was slaughtering loser side.
Yeah, clearly.
I think that's an extremely apt description of what he's doing right now to this entire bracket. Like, he is the menace. He went from losers round 1 all the way here to losers semifinals, barely dropping any games, and is now playing against a JustATomato in losers finals. Now in a 1-3 format, going to be given much more room to breathe, I would say. I think now, if you're Tager, you want to be in this 1-3 format so that you don't have to worry about making those mistakes. Well, because you play a more volatile play style, so you don't want to have to worry constantly about making those mistakes and paying for it with those rounds.
Yeah. And there's an early OD from Tager here. I don't know what that entails.
Very interesting. That's going to strip away some defensive mechanics that Mastfam might be wanting against JustATomato when they're backed up against the wall like this. And the anti-air coming out from JustATomato, not able to get too much reward off of that. And there's the throw counter from Mastfam. Can we see another one? Gadget Finger backing up this time around. Maybe expecting that flash kick.
Okay. Ooh, caught the no tag. Yeah. Finishes out nice and easy. Don't give Mass another chance. He has proven he's more than capable of taking that chance. Okay, nice crouch confirm here.
Mastfam.
Yeah, had the burst there. Well, okay. That is just I think that's a punish. Oh my god.
Oh. At this point?
The Schmicks? No, you can't cross up a DP, that's a charge.
Dude, the flash kick immediately. Oh my gosh.
What a trade.
Trade. Not really favorable for either of these players. Astro is on the table for JustATomato if we want to just do it, but we're not going to go for that. We're not going to disrespect Mastfam like Mastfam just tried to disrespect him. You know, JustATomato. Yeah. He has some honor. He has some class.
Yeah, we don't sink to our opponent's level. Stay firm. Take the high ground.
We have morals in here. You know, well, as many morals as Kagura has. You know how I don't really think. Yeah,
I was gonna say Kagura.
There's much there.
Oh, another OD. I wonder if it's just to get like longer magnetism. Well, this is ends it how early went for like a reset or something. Oh my god.
Go for the wall bounce.
What is this? What are these loops?
Jeez, and the damage just keeps on going. There is the timer scam coming here. We're then stuck in our A pose. Oh, but drops it. And the timer scam is very hard, trying to keep them juggled in the air like that.
Yeah,
that was definitely the longest one we've seen so far, though.
Particular about the oh my god.
I love how Mastfam goes for these timer scams and is always still just so confident that he can win even if he drops them.
Yeah, not worried about it at all. Just like doing a little style, just getting a little bit of that mental damage on the opponent.
Absolutely, it's always so important. Just trying to get that mental damage, add to the mental stack, make them stressed out, lose their hair like him.
That's the goal. That's the real goal of the bracket here. Wow, what a flash kick! Oh my god.
There's one. Oh, backing up this time around, but 2C reaching so far.
Oh, this isn't gonna be quite enough to kill, is it?
No.
No. Oh, okay.
Catches the roll.
Just step on him. Big body rolling out of the corner, hard to catch.
Give him a little toe tap.
Hard to miss.
Okay.
I don't know why that was.
When in doubt, go for the command grab. Picks him up, scoops him up. The burst coming out from JustATomato doesn't want to take the damage from that combo. And the 2C catching Mastfam low from that distance. Getting a small confirm, bringing Mastfam into the corner. The Spark Bolt coming out from Mastfam into a side swap, I believe. Oh, no, drops it.
I don't know what that was.
Me neither.
I don't know what Master's cooking.
We're kind of we're just subject to his genius, basically.
Burst.
Yeah. For players without any burst or OD, Spark Bolt getting blocked. While magnetism is applied, it's not going to matter. JustATomato once again staking out the giant pokes, catching Mastfam off guard, and that will be another game going to JustATomato. We're now 0-2. JustATomato successfully gatekeeping Mastfam right here, putting a stop sign to this insane losers run and saying, no, it's not going to be that easy.
Imagine the character to take out Tager, none other than Kagura.
That is a crazy thing to think about. It wasn't Rachel. It wasn't Relius.
It wasn't 9.
It wasn't 9. It was Kagura. So maybe Kagura got some sauce. Maybe Kagura is actually a high tier character.
Yeah, will people be sleeping? Yo, these Tager combos though.
Can do EA right now? Nope.
Whoa! That was supposed to be super. I think that was supposed to be super. Didn't matter. Got the little reset. Still ended on a perfect.
Alright, another round on the table for Mastfam, but every single time we're getting this round, we need to still close them out. Mastfam's unable to do any of that. Magnetism building up the Spark Bolt as well, forcing it to start recharging. There's a throw from Mastfam into the corner. This is monumental. Spark Bolt is now available. Lots of damage on the table. Backdash, try and avoid the wake up option from JustATomato, but still gets caught on the reapproach.
Counter 6B is going to be
coming
big
through coast to coast. I hope you brought your passport because Mastfam right now is being taken for a trip around the world, and JustATomato is not going to be letting him get off of this trip this early. Fireball out. Spark Bolt out, getting blocked. Magnetism is applied, but once again, it doesn't matter because Mastfam is still not finding the hits that he's looking for.
Chose the burst. That's kind of wild. Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm just kidding. It worked. Mastfam just was like, I can win. I'm him.
I'm him.
Mastfam
going to be taking their first game here. First game of the set, so it's not going to be a clean 3-0. It's going to be a 2-1 now. Or we're going to see the reverse 3-0 from Mastfam. That would be massive. And you know what? If you do it around, you can do it in a set, right? fireball still good. JustATomato blocking that approach. Okay.
Oh my god. I don't know what's happening anymore.
Understood.
The tick throw of 6A. Okay.
Yes, yeah. That makes sense.
Yeah.
I knew that would happen.
That's where we are. Sparkle loaded. Big damage. Kagura hurts. Mastfam bursting. Doesn't matter. Mastfam has gone through like 8 different bursts. All of them have somehow worked out in his favor. This one working out again. This combo
doing so much work for him right now. This combo looking good as well. Here's the timer scam coming out yet again. How many times can you attempt a timer scam on one single person? This is going to be the end of you, Mastfam. You cannot keep going for these. I know you're trying to have fun around here, but JustATomato is giving so much leeway, so much room to breathe because you keep dropping these timer scams.
I think that one he was actually fishing for a reset and then thought Tomato was gonna do the big old flash kick. Getting zoned by this orb right now. Alright. Oh my god, the delay canceled.
Picking up. Mastfam respecting JustATomato's range. Tries to punch the DP, but can't. Not enough range. Those stubby arms can't reach far enough. The overhead from JustATomato coming out. Can't get the conversion. The OD into the super. We have the RC to keep things safe, to keep this pressure going. And the throw on the post-OD situation from JustATomato, the Spark Bolt. And it's going to be blocked. We have no more Spark Bolt available. Our respawns are running in. But our command grabs are still coming in full force. Mastfam getting the combo from his command grab. Getting the BlueBeat combo as well. Sucking him right back into the reset. And that's going to be another command grab on the side of Mastfam to get the comeback against JustATomato and to stay alive in losers finals. Not going to let JustATomato win on this set point, and instead going to be bringing it the distance here in game number 4. Can we see a 2-2?
Didn't confirm it correctly though, but gets another hit, bringing Mask to the corner. Gonna get a good chunk of damage. That Kagura damage, despite doing so much, still almost like just normal damage to Tager, really. Mask choosing the burst yet again.
Oh man, what a horrible health pool to have at set point, but we've seen these comebacks happen. We just saw it in the previous round. Can we make it happen yet again? What is this combo I'm looking at? We're being brought around. We're being brought around the merry-go-round of life. I am just loving, oh my word. But JustATomato is not loving their combos, has so many resources to work with, but drops the combo in the end. That would have been death. Mastfam with a pixel of life remaining. Can we see the comeback 100 meter on the table? But no, it was not meant to be. JustATomato fighting one final low, clipping Mastfam into the knees, and that will be the set going to JustATomato, getting the run back in losers grand finals against Fuzzama and sending Mastfam out of the tournament. But once again, what an incredible losers run from Mastfam, an incredible performance from JustATomato to take the win right there.
And just like that, the Tager savior we needed all along was Kagura. Just an incredible run there by Mastfam. 3rd place as Tager, like from round 1 losers.
Oh, like, absolutely.
That's a hard run to make regardless.
For sure. And against the characters he had to play against, not a very easy run at all. Extremely tough, but we saw an incredible run so far, and this is what these weeklies are all about. And right now, like before grand final starts, big shout out, 113 viewers in the chat right now in the stream. Thank you for tuning in for some good BlazBlue action this Monday evening. Hope everything is going well, and at this moment in time, I just want to shout out that match arena one more time. We have about 20 codes remaining for y'all to claim. We got over 100 people in the chat. y'all can claim those codes. Hit up that Matcherino link that just dropped in the chat and get that money to the players. Also, big shout out to Q6 for the $50 donation. But we're getting straight in to grand final. JustATomato on a loser side with the Kagura, and Fuzzama on winner side with the Hazama. Now, this is a run back. Back in winners finals, Fuzzama did beat JustATomato pretty convincingly. So JustATomato does have a lot to think about and a lot to work towards when it comes to taking 2 sets in a row, taking the reset, and to take the tournament.
So let's see if JustATomato is ready. The second time around here for Fuzz, doing a pretty good job in this first round. Got Fuzz very low, great life lead. Trying to stick to him. Doesn't want to like lose the life lead. Go back to neutral, and there we go. Clips him with the anti-air DP to take the first round of grand finals.
Check how the second round will play differently. While the first round was definitely geared towards JustATomato, second round can definitely switch things around. We're seeing that come into full force right now as Fuzzama finds a strong confirm, throwing JustATomato into the corner, seeing that positional advantage all the way high down to the ground, into the floorboards, and setting up the stance pressure.
Both players. Fuzz is really looking for the DP there.
Oh, the throw, okay.
Spends the meter, gets a nice little TP mix up. Great OD.
Fantastic OD.
Yeah. This should be an Omega dead tomato.
We're going to be building up enough here for the super, but we're not even going to have to use the super as Fuzzama chases JustATomato up into the air to finish off the air combo, being a round of his own on the board. Game number 1 is still, and what a conversion from Fuzzama, getting the air tear, getting the ground and confirm, and getting the air throw as well, dribbling JustATomato in the corner, all the way up high, down to the floorboards, down below, kiss the ground for me, and the stance setups back again to keep JustATomato locked in the corner.
Doing a base there. And then all the stance moves. Ooh, try to go for the overhead, but Fuzz got hit by the low and gets hit by the low again. Sweet. This should be a good amount of damage. Let's use the orb. Okay. Fuzz is out of there.
And they're chasing Fuzz down. Oh, the burst, but it doesn't go blocked. JustATomato probably didn't react in time, probably didn't even recognize that was a burst.
Now, at some point, if it's if burst is late enough in the animation, you are gonna get hit by it regardless of when you OD. Oh, 6A. This should be, as long as there's no drop. And there is.
Fuzzama just doesn't drop those so clean. Fuzzama taking the first game. JustATomato with an explosive first round, but it was only just the first round. And Fuzzama is looking to take this, make this a clean win here. Doesn't want to deal with any reset nonsense.
Fuzz just wants to take home the title. He's like, thank God I dodged a bullet and I didn't have to play mask. Okay, Tomato. Find a couple stray hits here. Got the optimized confirms on deck here.
The snowball is rolling down the hill, getting bigger and bigger over time. The OD pop from Fuzzama. But why would you OD there?
Oh, the super doesn't kill.
Oh, wait, no. The lifesteal ring that's going to be recovering a bit of health. That could be a monumental amount of health, though we're not going to be in exactly one-touch territory depending on what button JustATomato chooses to hit Fuzzama with. Room for the invincible option off of the stand, so we have to RC it to keep it safe. And unfortunately, Fuzzama couldn't keep the momentum after that move as JustATomato finds that one good hit to take that round away from Fuzzama. But still, though, we've seen that JustATomato take these early rounds, but Fuzzama was able to clean the games up afterwards. So you still have to play careful even with that huge momentum shift. Shout out to Dovingly with the party of 23. Much appreciated. We're here in the grand finals of BostonBlueBeat on a line here for BlazBlue Central Fiction. It's going to be between JustATomato on the Kakra and Fuzzama on the Fuzzama. Fuzzama on winner's side, JustATomato on the loser side.
Tomato working his way to his first game here. Smells it. There it is. It's 1-1. Gonna make Fuzz work for this tournament set.
Yeah, I mean, if you're getting, what is it? The lion's share of $50 in the pot? Shoot, you better be working. And yeah, once again, big shout out to the $50 in the Vacherino as well. That does mean that we are going to be getting top 3 payout.
Okay. Alright, Tomato floating a couple confirms, letting Fuzz out. Now Fuzz putting Tomato in the corner here. Nice little combo. Ooh, the block on the 6A. DP's out.
What an anti-air. And there's the chain to go for the follow-up. Not a combo necessarily, but I like that chase down with the chain. Fuzzama activating the OD just to make sure that this super kills right here. Pulling him in the maximum amount of damage possible. Over 5k damage. Fuzzama not regularly a damage dealer on average, but can definitely deal a lot of damage like we saw right there.
Oh, big
the 2A? Okay. Yep,
yeah.
That's certainly a classic Fuzzama thing.
Okay, zooming in. Whoa, counter hit Wyvern there. Getting fancy with it.
Zipping out, sending out those chains. Great patience from JustATomato right now. Getting cracked open. Oh, but we committed a little too much on that.
Buzz working his way towards the second game here, but JustATomato not quite out of it yet. Does have a little bit of a hill to climb here, but that's how you start it. Fuzz running down an OD timer. No, never mind.
Nope. Yep. It's over.
that little glimmer of hope. Now
a small moment of hope. Hoping for the better. Well, you know, I'm not going to say the better because both these players are playing extremely well regardless. Though, is this going to be a 3-1 for Fuzzama? This could potentially be the final game of the tournament tonight here in Grand Finals. Going back into the stage, the Wheel of Fate is turning, and let's hope that JustATomato's fate is not to go 1-3 here in Grand Finals.
3-1 was the score of winners final.
That is true. Well, by the looks of it right now, Fuzzama is on a tear starting off this round.
Fuzz definitely being like, alright, let me win the tournament. It's been fun, Tomato, but... Oh my god, quick get up. 2B. And... Okay, choose the burst that. I think that was actually death.
JustATomato giving a second chance at life. No burst right now. Just spent it.
Oh no.
The anti-air. Oh, but doesn't get the full extension.
Yeah, awkward drop. Fuzz choosing the burst, he's probably saying, like, why not? Putting himself on tournament point.
One more round to go for Fuzzama if they want to take it over JustATomato, if they want to take the BostonBlueBeat online tonight. The anti-air doesn't get the full conversion, not this time around, but the jump in chain follow-up overhead. Catching JustATomato doesn't finish the combo, but this damage is adding up over time, accumulating, and it's going to start hurting very soon. JustATomato caught on the other side and sent into the corner by Fuzzama. Probably going to go for the stance mix-ups. Yes, into the low. Probably catching pre-jump frames from JustATomato.
What was that? What was that writing? Fuzz? Jabor? Waiting for the burst. Bonk on the head. And that's how we end the BostonBlueBeat bracket this Monday. Just a little tiny slap on the forehead there.
Give him a little slap on the wrist, slap on the forehead.
After everything we've been through in this bracket,
we end on
nice
like the most normal thing.
Nice little slap. Died with his burst, like.
Where's our funny interaction to close things off? But yeah, well played to all of the players. Big shout outs to everyone who made top 8. Of course, shout outs to Fuzzama for taking the tournament tonight, and JustATomato for being the runner up. And the rest of top 8 as well: WarioCuckedMe, Stardust, Mastfam, Dawn, badlime, and Adroth, rounding out the rest of these top players. Well played to everyone who made it this far. And thank you for everyone not only making it out in the bracket, but also to everyone watching in the stream as well. We had a peak of, I believe, around 130 viewers, right now 126 viewers and counting. So thank you for the support to the community. You can still donate to the Matcherino until a little bit after the tournament. So if you want to still claim some more codes, or you want to do some more direct contributions, it will still be open. Know exactly which players it will be going to. We're getting top 3 payout, so you can look forward to that. But other than that, I don't really have too much else to add.
No, yeah. Great bracket, some crazy moments. Shoutouts to Mask making that incredible run. But that's been all the BlazBlue we got to share with you tonight. All right.
Go ahead.
Hello, so this is Jackie Sparkles, the person who has been running the stream the whole time, and I am here to make a few announcements about upcoming things that you should probably be aware about. Now, assuming that I click this eye icon, we should be getting an ad for BostonBlueBeat Beach episode. Here's to hoping. Hey, look at that! BostonBlueBeat Beach episode coming to the Westin Waltham in Waltham, Massachusetts on August 10th to 11th of this year. Featuring video games like BlazBlue Central Fiction, Guilty Gear Accent Core Plus R, and Exert Rev 2. And Strive if you're also into that. We also got Sailor Moon S, Under Night, Street Fighter, Tekken 8. What's not included on this slide are the Smash games, which in this case would be Melee and Ultimate. It's an event for everybody. And honestly, that is all I got to share with you other than that. So thank you for coming out and watching this stream. And be sure to come to Beach episode, which is in a matter of less than 2 months. Wow. Well, that's it. That's all I have to say. You'll be rated to someplace when we find out what that someplace is. Thanks for watching.